All right. What is up? What's good, everyone? We are back again with another episode of the Lightning Round Talk Show. I'm your host, Spectacular Pooh here. Nice to see everyone. Hope everybody has been enjoying themselves throughout the week. I was supposed to do this on a Tuesday, but as y'all know, I got the COVID shot, so my right arm. I went to sleep, plain simple. Woke up, I feel fine. So I hope everyone has been I hope everybody's had themselves a good week. Hope everybody's been chilling. Hope everybody has been enjoying themselves throughout the week. For people that don't know who I am, of course for me, I'm Spectacular Pooh, variety streamer. I play a wide variety of games. You say YouTube end is fine, but Glimesh is having issues. I will look at that, Choco. Thank you so much for telling me about the issues. In fact, let me go ahead and move the chat up a bit, if at all possible. So yeah, Shoko, how have you been? I hope everything for you has been doing great. As you guys can see, we have ourselves a special guest here today. You guys know I usually do not have guests on the on this little talk show. It usually be me and everyone else just vibing, chatting. But for today, we have ourselves a guest. So by all means, good sir, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sticks. I don't know. I'm just a regular old gamer. I like to play JRPGs. Love everything that comes from Japan pretty much. And so I just come to represent, We were, Ian and Glimesh met on Twitter talking the Monster Hunter and all those wonderful things. So do a podcast called The Weekly Sticks, which we actually missed a week of doing because we've been trying to chase this man down and get him as a guest as well. So
yeah.
A lot of non-podcasting going on, but good to be here and vibe with this great human being today.
Mm-hmm. So for if you want Sticks, by all means you can go ahead and link your podcast to the chat either on the YouTube end or the Glimesh end, or you can link it down on the Discord chat and I'll forward it to everybody else. It's all up to you. But Hello. I was looking into flexible filament. What is that, Chogo? Yeah. For you guys that don't know what kind of content I put out definitely video issues on both ends. I'm just monitoring both sides. Okay, yeah. I definitely did notice that on the I noticed it on YouTube, and I noticed it. Yeah, for some reason we are having some weird video issues that I usually wouldn't have. I'm gonna turn some stuff off though, just in case. Hopefully that'll help the issue a little bit. I'm gonna keep on monitoring the situation. Okay, here it is. I got it up right here on my end. Yeah, I definitely do see the issues. So hopefully it's just a weird issue going on with Aircast, because I know Aircast has been bitchy for a lot of people. But this is what I do know: if this continues, then I have no problems having to take it to YouTube for the time being. So if it continues being a problem, I have no issues with that. Let me see here. Yeah, everything seems to be okay for now. I mean, for now, that is. So yeah, I will say this again for people that don't know what kind of content I put out. I put out video game content such as action games, sports games, fighting games, fighting games like Smash Brothers, or racing games like Mario Kart that we're gonna be doing this weekend. Action or JRPGs, or like JRPGs, like Tales of Berseria, those kind of games. I play a wide variety of stuff that you guys may or may not have. That's what I'm all about. That's what I love to do with my community, the fandoms. So we have ourselves for you guys. So yeah, if you guys are into that kind of stuff, that's what I do. So for the topics we have for today, we basically have two separate topics. We have my topics that I will want to cover, and Sticks has his topics that he wants to cover. So here are my topics. You guys can see from the title below, but I don't mind having to repeat it. My topics are basically, I want to talk about the Sony PS5 shortage issues that has been going around. I want to talk about the stuff that's been going on with Monster Hunter, both on the drama end and also on the end where we see some updates going on with Monster Hunter. I also want to talk about the Glimesh updates that have been going on. And really, that's just about it for me. Now, I don't mind having to vibe out and go off topic or, stuff like that. And for Styx's end, Styx has a lot that he has to cover on his end. He wants to talk about Scarlet Nexus. He wants to talk about Apple versus Epic, with the little trial. Some of that stuff in that article we actually covered in the last episode, so I'll make it brief on my end. And of course, he wants to talk about the E3 reveal dates for the virtual 2021 event for Nintendo, Xbox, and some other participants as well. 1 minute, Choco, I did see your comment. I just had to get through all of that. Oh, also, for anyone that's interested, here is the link for Styx's podcast right here. There you go. That should be sent.
Another episode coming right now, so haven't done one since the day for Kojima, but we have been putting up YouTube content more recently, going into some rumors and talking Monster Hunter and stuff.
Yep. Yeah, we're definitely going to get into that. So, I guess the first topic at hand that I really do want to talk about, since I know both of us want to talk about Monster Hunter, I do want to talk about Glimesh first, if that's all good with you all. Glimesh, they put out their little, they're still on work in progress. They're still talking about their updates and stuff like that. But I guess for me, what my thoughts are with the little work in progress that they have going on with them right now, I really don't see much of a problem. I don't have much of an issue with them. But, much of an issue with it. In fact, I like what they're trying to do. They're trying to put out rating for everyone. They're trying to put out a mobile app for everyone. And they're trying to improve the video quality. Like, as you guys can see here, the video quality is fucking up here and there. They're trying to slowly but surely improve that kind of stuff for all of us to have a great experience with. So, really, my thoughts on it simply is, honestly, for me, I can't wait for the updates. I honestly really can't wait for the updates to be finished, so then that way we can really see the potential that Glimesh has long term. I think for me, rating is going to be a big deal. Rating is going to be a bigger deal than probably a lot of us will realize, along with the little mobile app that they have going on, that they're trying to have going on. So I think personally, they're on the right path with what they want to do.
I'll ask for the unencumbered, but what is Glimesh? What exactly does Glimesh do?
Okay, so for what Glimesh is that it's a new platform, to say the least. It's been out for a couple months now, and with Glimesh, what it brings is it brings the transparency that we see lacking from a lot of streaming companies, particularly ones with YouTube, with Twitch or some shit like that, where they really have certain streamers or certain shit. They allow certain stuff that really it shouldn't really be allowed. If you get what I mean.
Yeah,
so for me, I decided to move to the site back when it launched, a couple months back, and since then, I understand some of the issues that that is gonna bring at the start. That I'm sure a lot of people will also they also understand some of the stuff that they're having since they're starting out, such as being an alpha, you're not gonna have clips, you're not gonna have VODs, you're not gonna have custom emotes, you're not gonna have this, you're not gonna have that. I understand. For certain people, they miss that certain stuff. They miss that kind of stuff. They want that kind of stuff there. But I feel like for me, in the long run, Glimesh is not only going to have that stuff if you stick with it, but I also feel like that with Glimesh, they're going to have, how can I put it? They're going to not only have that stuff for you, but they're going to have a bit more to offer, to where you can really see its potential. Like right now, its potential, I feel like for me, it's rising more faster than I expected it to be, because while yes, phase one we're through with it, we're done. The website's launched, the website's here. But what I didn't expect was I didn't expect phase two to come as fast as they're already planning it to be. I mean, I expected it to be here at least when like a couple more months, because it's only been 2-3 months after the site's launch, so I didn't expect it to be coming by so soon where they're already going to start working on this concept, which, you know, I understand the urgency because right now the issues with Glimesh, which is not only what they don't have, but some of the issues, some of the things they don't have, it's really, really starting to hurt them, such as, you know, not having a mobile app around, because, you know, having the ability to access the website or access certain streams on the phone is very detrimental, especially this day and age where all of us is going to be using our phone for something. You know, there's going to be days like where me and you, Sticks, we're not going to be using our computer to watch these streams. We want to use our phone. We want to chill out, and we want to watch certain streams. So, you know,
definitely.
You know, with certain stuff like that, you know, we do miss, and I hope for certain that, you know, they're gonna add it. I'm also put it up right here, real quick if I can.
I'm looking at their alpha site right now. It looks very straightforward. It's like you can get right into a stream pretty quick. Yeah. And they got a few categories, so it looks like it's a good start. I wouldn't have to watch a stream here, I guess, to see what it really does, though.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. I would say with Glimesh, it has a lot of potential to potentially be great in the long run. I will say what my issues in particularly, not necessarily with Glimesh because it's not their fault in particular. I would have to say it more so revolves around let me see. Let me put you back a bit. I would say my issues when it goes to Glimesh more so revolves around how they're gonna, like, say far into the future. Like, are they gonna keep this level of transparency? Are they gonna keep this level of you know, level of transparency, level of improvement going? Because I do love what they're doing so far. I love the fact that they're sitting up there, they're putting out these updates live, they're showing you what they're working on, what they're trying to work on, what they're trying to do. You know, I'm happy with all of the things that they you know, that they've been doing thus far. But the biggest question yet is, are they going to retain this? Are they going to keep this going? And I think for me, that's the biggest question of all. Is really, that's a long-term answer that they can't answer now, and it's a long-term question that I won't have an answer for, at least for right now. So there you go. As you guys can see, that's what they're working on. They're working on the mobile app, they're working on the video improvements, and they're working on the custom channel emotes. I do want to mention for a bit my other issue in particular is the fact that it feels like, for me, real shit, it feels like for me, people forget what an alpha means or what testing means. I mean, if your expectations coming into Glimesh was the fact that, it's going to automatically outdo Twitch, it's going to do this and that, then that's a bad expectation to have, because I'm pretty sure I addressed this not that long ago when it went to, not only Glimesh, but when it went to Twitch as well, is where for Twitch, it's already made itself a name. It's already made itself a brand. But you really want that site that's going to push Twitch. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, let's go ahead and just, you know, let's just take FIFA. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like FIFA's a big brand. It's a monopoly all in of itself. But when you got something, when you had something like you had some other leagues out there for FIFA. Yeah, you had some other leagues besides FIFA that people can go to and be like, yo, this league's better, that league's better, this league does this right, that this league shouldn't do, that this league should actually adopt, you know, or should actually, or in this case, should actually improve upon. I feel like with Twitch, the reason why I left it, I'll go and repeat it. For me, I felt like there was nothing there for me going on anymore. I felt like I wasn't really not only being discovered anymore, despite the networking, despite the hard work that I put in, but I also feel like real shit. I'm going to be salty when I say this. I also feel like that for certain people that just now sign up to the website literally on their first day and they automatically get the biggest reward granted to them, I feel like that's more so. It feels more like a slap in the face with me, you know, for someone that, you know, that worked so hard to try to get to that particular spot. One other thing I feel like is going to work with Glimesh is that for me, ever since I moved to the platform, I don't have to worry about statuses anymore. Now, people thinking, what do you mean by that? Well, here's the deal. I don't have to worry about affiliate or partner anymore because with Glimesh, there is none of that. I'd rather have it so that you don't have any affiliate or partner status because then you have the issues that we had now, which is partly why we left Twitch. Some people left it because they felt like they knew they weren't going to get partner and they're not going to go anywhere. As you know, their fan base are not going to go anywhere. They're this and that. You know, there's plethora of reasons why people would want to leave Twitch, and in some cases, you're gonna blame. You know, in some cases, the content creator is responsible for what they bring out, but at the same time, I also feel like for me, it's like, look, there's certain things that a content creator they know that they're just not gonna do, and that's fine. I feel like for me, you know, that's fine. You know, some cases, you know, you're not gonna want to, you know, network every day. You know, in some cases, you're not gonna want to, you know, try this or try that every day. You know, you want to stream, you want to have fun, you want to gain your people, but at the same time, it's like this is, you know, this is a bit much. I think with Glimesh for me, it just offers that like even with the limitations, me and my community have been very, very happy to be a part of it since. Now, my good friend Stormy Rise asked me this week, you know, do I ever miss Twitch? I would say for some of the features with Twitch, yes, I do miss it, such as being able to clip stuff and being able to have VODs. I definitely do miss that stuff. But at the same time, being on Glimesh taught me to really adapt and add certain things that, you know, I otherwise either would have already added or didn't add before, but is now grateful that I have added, such as, you know, being able to clip from OBS for me is actually more of a godsend than people may realize. I mean, don't get me wrong, being able to tell people to clip that is always great, but the fact that there's a possible chance that that viewer may not be around, and I say clip that, I'll be like, oh shit, I'm missing out on a good clip. But instead with OBS, I'll be like, bam, there, clip, I'm done. So certain things with Glimesh they help me adapt to, and honestly, I can wait for what else Glimesh has in store. I'm here for his potential. I'm here for his long haul. Also for VODs, like I got YouTube for, so I'm cool with that.
I saw that there's about 40,000 users for Glimesh right now. So from a community aspect, is it a lot more engaging? Do you get to see a lot more people who are on the network stop in on streams and you actually like talk to each other? Does it feel like you're less of a empty, you know, person shouting inside of an empty room like you are on Twitch if you're streaming sometimes?
I say this, yes. It's both, it's hit and miss for me. Because, you know, like right now, for example, you know, I know there's going to be people that's coming by that's, you know, they're going to want to check out the podcast. They're going to want to check out the talk show. And that's all well and great. And I'm blessed and happy for it. But in some cases, I would say more so yes, depending on, you know, how I guess for me is how intrigued, how happy a person is to see this, see the streams. But there's also some cases where, you know, that's not the case. Where, you know, you're not going to get that kind of interaction. You're not going to get that feeling. And for me, I'm okay with it because I know what Glimesh is and I know what it has right now. What I'm happy with the most, though, this is why I'm not worried about it, is the fact that Choco definitely pointed out with a good comment. I'm definitely going to get to that in a bit. Where it feels more like, for me, I don't have a whole lot of pressure. Like, I feel like I'm not missing anything when I'm on Glimesh. Like, right now, for me, I can take 2 weeks off the platform. You know what I mean? I can do that right now and not feel too worried about it. Or people can go ahead and not chat throughout a whole stream, a whole 2-hour stream that I do. I'm completely fine with that. Because for me, well, how Glimesh has it is they're not basing it off of viewers. And Mima Jet, you're talking about the NFL schedule release. I will get to that, but probably not today. I will get to that at some point. But yeah, for me, when it goes to Glimesh, I don't sweat the viewer count at all because that's not what they're based on. I mean, hell, you don't get discovered by viewer count. You get discovered at random. Now, some people may like that. Some people may not like that. But for me, I actually like that because it shows it's trying to separate itself from what you're usually on. And like what Choco said, you set your own goals. I set my own stuff. Like if I want to sit up there and if I want to make it a point to sit up here and start networking with 5, 6, 7 people and start chilling out with other people, I choose to do that. If I want to sit up here and if I want to promote out streamers, if I want to do this with my own stream, I can do that. And I think that's the best part about it for me. That's why I'm not worried about it, is the fact that I set my own shit. I do whatever the hell I want to do. Not with Twitch, where I feel like that because of these goals that they set out in front of me, I have to really stress it to get there. I think
You have to exploit Amazon workers to get to those goals.
basically, yeah. I mean, in some cases, yeah. I mean, there's that. Plus, we already know what's going on with Twitch and their whole little bot system. I understand they're trying to fix that, but the fact that was running rampant and still slightly is running rampant the way that it is, it's like, I mean, I'll be honest with you. As a content creator, for me personally, I don't miss Twitch. Now, I still watch Twitch when it goes to other Twitch content creators. I still have friends on the platform that are obviously not going to leave, and I'm obviously okay with that. But just because they're not going to leave the platform, that doesn't mean that I shouldn't support them. I'm still going to support them. I'm still going to be with them. But I'm happy that they understand, like how I understand for them to stay there. I'm happy that they understand my decision. Okay, this is why I'm here. This is why I'm staying here. This is why I want to be here long term. Yeah, for me, I don't miss it. And for what Choco said, yeah, Choco definitely said, she said it feels more like a family. While the community is small, the engagement is more interactive than when on Twitch from a viewer perspective. And part of that is really going to come from the fact that they have Faster Than Light. Now, for people that don't know what Faster Than Light is, if you guys remember what Mixer was, Mixer started this. Mixer had Faster Than Light. Glimesh decided to fuck around and port that shit over, and now you see how much that shit is missed. Now, while I absolutely love the sub-second delay with the streaming and everything, I can't wait to see what that mobile app is going to bring. And I hope at some point they bring this with the mobile app to where you have it so for talk shows like this, to where you don't need the video, you just want to hear what we're saying. I hope they have it so that you have an audio only. That will really make it feel like a fucking podcast.
Gotta change the game. Whoever gets to that first, it's a wrap.
Twitch already got it like that on mobile. Actually.
Do they?
Yes, they do. Twitch already got it like that.
I don't watch enough Twitch on mobile, or when I do, I always watch the video.
Yeah, Twitch already got like that on mobile. There's other sites like DLive, I believe they also have it like that on mobile. But for Glimesh, I would love it so that when they add in their mobile app, they need to have it so that it's audio only. Because that would be very, very cool for, again, for talk shows like this where we don't really, you're not really seeing a whole lot. What you're seeing is basically what you're hearing. You're hearing two dudes giving their thoughts and opinions.
Yeah, all you guys are missing is our gamer chair outlines, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, right. I guess I got personal content coming down the pipe. Oh, can't wait to see it, bro. And Choco said the lack of delay is nice. It's always nice, it's never a bad thing to not have a lack of delay. If you want, Choco said I hope the mobile app is good. I want so, I guess I could finally be able to watch on Glimesh and spam emotes at you. Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely can't wait for that too, for the emotes to really come into custom emotes. And here's the thing, people, I already got emotes coming along the way. This goes to my point where I said I'm happy I'm not in a rush with this site. Back then with Twitch, I would have rushed to get those emotes done. Now I just don't care. I planned shit the way that I want to plan it. I mean, I got my emotes coming the minute, for me personally, I'm already so ready for this that the minute that shit drops, I'm already going to have my emotes up there. Now, whenever they finish, this is entirely up to them. But for me, I just can't wait. I have emotes. I have 6 emotes. Hopefully, 6 emotes coming soon, and they're all gonna be brand new. and it's because of the fact that, like, for me, it personally with Glimesh, it's just a breath of fresh air for me and my community, to where I can actually press the live button and not give a damn. I just don't mind, playing some, my community don't mind. Hell, in some cases, even for viewers, they seem to not mind it at this point. They're just, they just want to be along for the ride, and that's what I really can't wait for. If you want, we can go ahead and cover it. We can go ahead and get to our next topic, if that's all good. The next topic I do want to talk about actually is Monster Hunter. So, for people unaware, we have some Monster Hunter BS that, came along our way today that I do want to talk about real quick. I want to get the drama out the way real quick. I want to get that out the way real quick before we even get to the updates, because I know for both of us we're going to be covering the updates. So, for you guys that if you can't see, I'll go ahead and read it off to you. This person says here, Paradise Central, that they finally decided to join the Gathering Hall Discord to get more involved with the Monster Hunter community. I genuinely found the Monster Hunter community to be super welcoming, and he really respected Titus69 as a creator, but using Discord, using the Discord as a place to hate on me is upsetting. And now Choco said that he already apologized. Here's the deal. I get that he already apologized, but my thing is, for me, is I've seen a good bit of some drama as of late coming from Monster Hunter, and it's a bit disheartening to see. Now, for people that don't see what Titus said it's a 30-minute bow build video made by Aric's right arm. I haven't watched it, but I know it shit already. This is my problem with it, right? For people that play Monster Hunter. Y'all know damn well it's never a cool thing to start to sit up there and start mocking people's builds. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. Everybody wants to kill a monster at their own way. So, in case if this has to be reinforced, I don't mind having to say it. You guys can clip it, or y'all don't mind having to, if you're streaming yourselves. I would have no problem if you guys go and repeat the same fucking words. It's not going to bother me. Or say even more than that. Here's how I feel with it. Do not tell people how to do their builds. Do not tell people how to play their game the way that they want to play it.
Let me chime in there. If you're using full sets from monsters, I'm going to clown your build. But
stop that!
That's fair, right? Like, if you are using head to toe Mizitsune, I'm roasting you, buddy.
I mean, you can go ahead, but shit. I mean, let me go ahead and ask this: would you have roasted me if I would have sat up there and used full armor Fatalis, which is exactly what I did? You gonna roast me for that?
It's a good set, so I know that there's a lot of sets that really the full set is, but I'm gonna still roast your lack of creativity.
I don't give a fuck.
Like, what is this? Yeah, it's fine. It's a friendly roast, but it's coming though.
Hey, look. Let me go and ask this: as long as the monster dies, right?
Monster's gonna die, man. If we cart 3 times, something is very wrong with our crew here. But still, as a friend, I'm gonna say, throw on something different. Put some flavor on there.
I mean,
only because it's so accessible by the rest of the world. But I'm a contrarian though. That's how I roll. Like, I don't want to have sets I want sets to think of that other people won't think of. So I'm trying to have as few pieces of the same armor on my set together because it's the least likely that it's going to get repeated. But that's all. So it's not like I'm going to say, don't play Monster Hunter, you're trash, get out the game because you're using full sets. But I am going to be like, look at you.
Yeah, and that's the thing I feel like what bothered me the most with this whole thing is the fact that what Choco said, there's been drama ever since Rise came out. There was drama, but here's the thing though. Some of the drama, I feel like for me when Rise came out, it was funny as fuck because this one's more serious. It was funny as fuck with that one dude that sat up there and was getting mad over getting his ass kicked by a low-ranked Kezu. Like,
yeah, I did a video on that one too.
It's like, come on, bro. Really? What do you expect? What do you expect to happen? You sitting up there running running into the quest, you clearly didn't learn. You didn't learn a goddamn thing coming from the game, and you get trashed by low rank Kezu. I mean, fucking no. Shit like that is why I'm not mad at myself and why I'm not mad at the community for clowning dude, because you have all the time in the world to sit down, play the game, look at the tutorials, or ask people for help. The game did all that it could. Now, if you chose to sit up there and ignore it, that's your ass. You have nobody to blame but yourself. I don't care.
I think what a lot of people don't understand, especially when they watch Monster Hunter videos on the internet, is that it's really like a dance, right? You're watching the monsters' moves. So a lot of guys like that guy, he's like a Soulsborne kind of player. He thinks that he's going to run in there and start attacking the monster, and that's what it does, without learning any of its moves. And then once that happens, you're out of here, even to low-rank Kezu, because you're going to keep getting hit and not healing. But that's part of the game. You gotta learn, take your time with Monster Hunter. It's not just about running out into the field and getting a kill.
Right. Yeah, it's just that. It's just, here's how, I mean, look, at the end of the day, the way how I see it is, when it goes to comments like this, it's like, look, bro, let people play the game the way that they want to play it. If they want to sit up here and play it this way, you're under no you're under no right to sit up there and start judging people for how they want to do their builds. And on top of that, here's also how I see it. I'm seeing people talking about they copied my build, they did this and did that. I'm like, how toxic can you fucking get? Ain't that the point of Monster Hunter anyway? Is to sit up there and start copying builds? Why do you think we see so many YouTube videos of speedrunners and this and that? Because they want you to go ahead and take this build and have a lot of fun with it. Now, some builds, for some people, it may not be it for them. That's fine. That's why you got other builds right there. One's not for speed running. One is just for enjoying the game. One's just for either just max damage, or one's just for comfort. It is what it is. You don't have a trademark name on this build, on any build whatsoever. Huh?
Did they post the build? If you post the build and somebody copies it, shut up. Why would you post it if you think that's an issue? It's public domain at that point.
Right. I mean, yo, since when would I see a build sit up there and say, for example, oh, okay, this is trademarked by Eric's Gaming, or trademarked by like Geisha Hunter. It's like, come on now, like, look, a build is a build. You gotta let people like.
And the crazy thing is, somebody with a smaller platform is gonna look at you and be like, "You stole my build." Anyway, so that guy with the big platform who's out here crying and saying somebody stole his build, there's somebody else who's gonna look at it and say, "I had that build first." You know, because that's how.
You stole my build. You stole my gem slot. You stole my charm. I wanted that charm. I mean, look. The only way I would see even some shit like that even being remotely funny or valid is when some motherfuckers, and this happened with me last night because I was hunting with Stormy, where she was getting all the Magnum Malo orbs and Magnum Malo fucking plates. I'm like, God damn, highway robbery, stole my goddamn plate. You know I needed that shit. Like, I'm like, damn, bro. Like, can we trade? Like, shit. Let me see.
Actually, speaking of that real fast, before you move on, what's with their animation? They got rid of the rare carve animation, and it's heartbreaking to me.
They want to speed it up.
You guys bring that back?
I would understand that, because they want to speed that shit up. Like, they want to make it so that, you know, you get your shit and then you go into the hunt as fast as you fucking can. So honestly, I don't have a problem with it, because in some cases for me in certain games, it felt like it was, like, I get it. It is what it is. You know, you want to carve, you want to mine, but, you know, is there a way to do it faster? So for me, I don't care. It just speeds up the process. It really wants you to get into the action. It really wants you to start hunting these monsters as fast as you can. So I have no problem with it.
What about making your friends jealous on the hunt? That was a huge part of the thing. Like, he's looking for a gem. I carved one. Take that.
You can make
Let's keep going.
I mean, you can basically do that by telling them, which is exactly what Stormy did. She fucking told me multiple times that she got like 2-3 orbs in a hunt, like 2 plates. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. So
you gotta check your mentions.
Right.
Shit, screenshots.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. Don't worry, I'm looking at it now. She said, I'm looking at it here with Choco. She said, yeah, I'm not doing big damage numbers, but my builds, no one really thinks of them actively. Like, they're very niche. Hey, look, here's how I see it. As long as it helps us kill the monster, I don't give a damn. But
let me tell you something, Stormy or Choco. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's Choco right now.
Turn them damage numbers off for yourself.
She probably has them turned off. For real, it's possible. It's possible she has them either turned off or have them on have them like small damage numbers. It's a good thing. I forgot you can turn this shit off. Have it really be old school.
I use dual blades, so I don't want to see the little numbers I'm doing. I just want to kill the monsters, so I turn it off, and it's very liberating.
Oh yeah, definitely that for what Choco said. We're all slapping giant dragons with paintbrushes, cat paw mittens, and paper cranes. It's like, right, like the fuck? like you think I give a damn when the hell, like the people that make the game, they clearly don't give a flying fuck. They sit up here making all these weapons and shit for you to just enjoy and have fun with. Like, you think they give a damn about meta? You think they give a damn about builds? Give a damn about charms? Like, I mean, if that's the case, then you shouldn't either. So yeah, this kind of stuff here, it's not needed. It shouldn't be around. Honestly, I haven't even heard of I never heard of Titus 69. But I hope for people like that, they get weeded out, like completely, because it's not needed. Yeah, at all. It's really unnecessary. Let's see. I'll read more into the comments before we get into our next one, where it says as far as my Jack says as far as new piece of content goes. My Jack, you said you posted it on Glimesh. Where? Because I don't see it at all. I don't see where you posted it at all. You might have to repost. Let me go ahead and do this. Okay, just to make sure, I posted a test comment. Let me see here. Yeah, I posted a test comment, so yeah, I really don't see your comment. Let's see. You said the current drama I see now is why are you manipulating RNG for tails? Oh god.
For tails.
Right, and she said that was me with Bao. He needed purple magna orbs, but I kept getting them. And also me to Bao. If I could throw this Mizu water orb at you, I could. Okay, you said your numbers are orange. Okay, cool. Isn't a self-promoting channel? Oh, okay. That I did not see. I will definitely check that on Gilded in a bit. You said it was on Glimesh. That's on Gilded. I noticed my screen froze. The fuck? Hold up. Okay, there you go. There you go. It should be fine now. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we can get to our next topic if you guys wish. Damn, more Monster Hunter stuff? Shit. Sin Written Soul out here putting out Monster Hunter content. But yeah, for you guys, I want to go ahead and read this off to you. This Monster Hunter Rise free title update that is going to be making its rounds, that's going to be going on. Hold on, what the hell? Let me refresh this. For some reason, I can't see you now. Like, well, not that I can't see you. There you go. Now you should be able to work. Yeah, for some reason your screen froze. It shouldn't be frozen now. Next to talk about right here is for Monster Hunter Rise and their free title update, where it says in version 3.0 is scheduled to be delivered at the end of May, where they're gonna have new endings and multiple monsters added. How's the fate of Kamura no Sato? Who challenges the decisive battle with the... Wow, I have a feeling we know what's going to be going on. I guess I feel it's going to be one of those Elder Dragons that's going to be coming in. It might be the Elder Dragon that is going to be born, if you guys have seen. Spoiler warning, I'm going to let you know right now. Slightly spoiler warning. I'm going to give y'all a couple seconds, because if you guys have not beaten Rise, now's the time for you to get the fuck out of here. So I'm going to give y'all 10 seconds.
Wait,
10.
Rise post update 2? Because I don't think I finished title update 2. I need to cover my ears, close my eyes.
Alright. Well, this may or may not have anything to do with the title update 2, but all it says is it may have to do with the first title update, when the game launched, 1.0.
Yeah.
I'm saying like just in case, Choco, for spoiler reasons, just in case, I'm telling people like, yo, you might want to back off this while you can, just in case. She said, who challenges the decisive battle with that Elder Dragon that we faced? The two Elder Dragons we faced when the game launched I don't feel like pronouncing their names because I forgot their names already. I'm gonna be honest with you. But it also says that please.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Yeah, basically, and it says that please wait for further details, future announcement for details. And wow, guys, the comment section is fucking insane. I would love for that if Valstrax actually does come back. That would be pretty fucking cool. What's everyone's thoughts on this this upcoming update? What do you think is gonna really happen besides the monster we're gonna be fighting? You think we are gonna get more monsters? That is definitely gonna be the case. So, what's everyone's thoughts? Sticks, you go ahead.
Isn't there another Elder Dragon that's kind of like the two on this one? What was it? Amaratsu? I can't remember what it's
Yep,
called.
you got it right. You got it right. Amatsu.
Yeah.
There is Amatsu.
So.
And I was just talking about him not that long ago. Like in the last couple episodes, I was like, yo, Amatsu needs to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Because the
From
two
a
Elder
naming
Dragons we see. Right. From not only a naming perspective, but off the fact that this is the kind of game that's built for him. This is a Japan setting kind of game, just like how one of the previous games was, which was Monster Hunter Portable Third. I would definitely love for Amatsu to be in this game. This is right up his alley. I would love
for Rampage.
Yeah, for Rampage, stuff like that.
9.
I can the two Elder Dragons you face are similar to him in a weird way. The only difference is the fact
they're smaller, aren't they?
I mean, kinda, yeah.
Bigger.
I mean,
it would fit in. And didn't they have ice?
I
remember his element.
Wait. Amatsu was water, I believe. I think he was water. I don't know. I mean, I know that he calls his rainstorm. I think he was either water or wind or thunder. He was one of those. I haven't fought him in a while, but I know this for a fact. Dude hit like a fucking truck. So on one of the missions that I remember having to fight him in, dude hit like a fucking truck. So I hope for him he's in this game. This game is practically tailor-made for him, just like how it was tailor-made for Zenogre. And I was happy that he got announced because it's like, this is almost the same setting as Portable Third. There's no way his ass is not going to be on there. Not only him, I also know a lot of people have been asking for a specific Elder Dragon to come back. I'm going to see if I can look up his name.
I don't anticipate that we won't see any monsters from World not in Rise. So if they're not in an update currently, they've already been patched into Worlds. It wouldn't be crazy to think that they're going to downscale them for Rise. So they should be there.
This is the monster that they were talking about. He was also in Portable Third, I believe. Yamasukami? Yamasukami. I think I got it right. I fucked up the first couple times. Oh, I'm sorry. He was introduced in Monster Hunter 2. I thought he was in Portable Third. I know he was in the game. From what I've seen, he was in Portable Third at one point. So damn, I didn't know he was in Monster Hunter 2. Bro, why y'all giving me these Elder Dragons that we practically had no access to? For people that don't know, Monster Hunter 2 was not in the States. Like, I don't think it was in the States at all. I think it was in Japan only. So, the fact that y'all giving me these monsters, these Elder Dragon monsters, and I had no idea they were even around, it's like, come on now. So, yeah, practically, they want for this monster to come back. And I can see it. It has been a long time since we've last seen this dude, so I'm scared to fight a monster like this because I've seen his attacks before, and what I do know with him is that he has a specific attack. I don't know if you've seen it before, Sticks, where if he swallows you, your ass is dead in one hit. Like you need to have a specific ability in order to tank the hit. You need to have the guts ability in order to tank the hit. Otherwise, he straight up kill you in one hit.
Isn't even a guts ability on this one, is there? You gotta have Moxie.
Yeah, that's something like that, Moxie. Yeah. I guess that could. Yeah. I guess that's what Moxie is guts, low key.
As an armor skill, I don't think guts is available on this version. At least
not yet. So yeah, I guess Moxie is as close as you're gonna get. But yeah, I'd have to say with this update, I'm looking forward to it. If I had to state what I think some monsters are gonna be in this game, I really want for I want Valstrax to be in this game. I want him to be in this game. I want Alatreon. I'm not Alatreon. It's too early for him. I want Astalos. There you go. I need Astalos in this game. I'm sorry. You know what? Fuck this. You know what? Fuck this. I need the Fated 4 in this game. We need the Fated 4 in this game. Like, and that's the case even in Monster Hunter Stories as well. We do not have Astalos. What the fuck is up with this hate train with this dude not being in the games? I've seen Gammoth, I've seen Mizu, I've seen Glavenus, but no Astalos. What's good, bro? What's the problem?
Yeah, you would think at some point they would just want to have all the elements, especially since they added, what's that streak? Legiana, right? So since you have Legiana, you have Rathalos, you have Astalos, now you kind of have all the elements. Make a wind one if you want to. I don't know, but it would be so great to just have them all in one game that's not Generations or something.
Right. It would be very, very cool as far as I'm concerned. You know, having a guy like, you know, having Astalos here for me would basically complete the cycle, and that's something I think I'd really, really be down for. So I hope he comes in 3.0. I think, you know what? I know this is gonna be controversial, but I'm surprised I haven't seen Kieran yet.
I feel like Kieran will show.
I've seen Kieran in stories. I've seen Orochi. I believe it's Orochi Kieran, if I'm right. I think he got announced. I'm not sure. Or that or people just out here speculating. If so, I need Kieran and I want to fight the Orochi Kieran. I've never fought him before, and I know he was in Monster Hunter 4, I believe, 4 and 3. But
the Black Ice Kieran.
Yes, I want to fight that Kieran.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see how big of a difference he brings compared to the Kieran we have now. So yeah, Orochi Kieran is definitely something I'm looking forward to. Plus, what I want to see more so from Rise is not even more so about it's more so about the monsters fighting. I want to see more turf wars. Like, really, there's some turf wars I feel like even the ones in World, they were very good, but I feel like there was a couple that was missing. So I think with Rise, I would love to see if there's gonna be more beef going on with some of these monsters, especially since they invade each other a lot more than I believe they ever have since what, like fucking 3U with Double Joe or some shit like that. 3U or 4U with Double Joe. He was the main guy that was out here invading shit, but now it's like everybody's turning to fucking Double Joe. Everybody out here getting in everyone's business. The aggro level is insane in this game. So in that case, if y'all gonna have it tuned up to 11, then I need to see some more turf wars.
I think why they don't have all the turf wars is because it seems kind of like the monsters come to set you up for a mount, you know. So the ones that do the turf wars, usually they don't set you up for a mount immediately. But when they pop up and they just start hitting each other, it's like hit, boom, attack, mount, and then, you know, it's kind of yours to do what you want with for that period of time.
Right.
That's probably why. But I would love to see some more. The turf war between, like, Teostra, or not Teostra, but Magnamalo and, Teostra.
That's what I'm surprised at. I'm like, wait a minute. Did these, maybe, I don't know, maybe I missed it. Maybe I haven't seen it yet. I'm wondering, like, yo, did fucking Teostra and Kushi fight in Raz? I know they fought in World.
Oh, they do. Oh, Teostra and Kushi, they're not in the same map, so I haven't seen them yet.
That's probably why. Like, I'm sure
Magnamalo's got a turf war with both of them,
which is insane. I'm like, oh shit, yo, like, yo, Magnamalo turned into fucking Raging out here. This is out here giving no fucks. He's fighting Elder Dragons now. Like, whoa, okay.
First 3 times I couldn't keep up. It was like Goku. I was like, wait, where are they? And then boom, turf war was over.
Right. It's fucking crazy with all that. I can't wait to see. Yeah, I can't wait to see what the update has to bring. The only thing we could go off of right now is just speculation, but I want it to be more than that. And when it comes out, towards the end of the month, I do. Now,
everybody was talking about. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
But I know everybody was talking about a surprise monster for this title update too, which I still haven't seen yet because maybe my hunter rank's not high enough. But did they put like any normal monsters in there, or was it all just Elder Dragons and Apexes?
The fact that you haven't seen this dude yet, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut until you happen to see it for yourself.
All right.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. There's more. I'll let you all go ahead. If there's any other any thoughts y'all got to give on this update before we get our next topic, because I'm already prepared to get to this and get it out the way.
All right, next one.
All right, you're okay. You seem to be ready for the next one. How about everyone else? I'll give him some time because I know, like, for me, it's called lightning round. I get through this shit as fast as I fucking can, but at the same time, I do want to give everyone some thoughts on that. You missed the whole Monster Hunter conversation. No, it's fine, Choco. What we basically did was we just gave out our basically give our speculation for who our think. You can go. I can go and repeat it back to you. Like, who do you think is going to be an update 3.0? Like, for me, basically, it's like I want Astalos to be. Yeah, like I want Astalos to be here. I feel like we already have. We have 3 out of the 4 in the Fated 4. Now, granted, 2 of them were not in World or Rise. Almost all of them were not in World or Rise. Like, we only had Glavenus in World. We don't have Glavenus in Rise yet. We only have Mizu in Rise. We didn't have Mizu in World. We have all 3 of them in fucking stories, and it's like, where's Astalos at? Like, it's almost like they don't want him here at all. And you hope that Malfestio comes back, but I doubt it. I expect Valstrax. Yeah, I was just talking. We were just talking about it. We were talking about having Valstrax and Amatsu here. We hope that they come back and 2v2 PvP. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna have to talk about that. I was about to get to our next topic, but let's actually talk about that real quick. Sticks, what's your thoughts on that?
The 2v2 for the Monster Hunter Stories looks incredible. I mean, looking at the screenshot of it, I thought that was from Rise, and I was like, whoa, are we really gonna do this? But then it was like, okay, this is for Stories. I'm still hyped. But it looks crazy. I mean, is that like an online feature? I didn't really get all the details on it. I really just saw the screenshot. So that's actually 2v2 with 4 players, or is that just like an arena that you can do within the game?
To be honest, it looks like something that would be for every situation. I feel like, well, not every situation, but for a situation that calls for it in story mode, and for online, that might be a 2v2. Like say for a battle mode. Yeah, like what Choco said, there's 1v1 in Monster Hunter Stories 1, of course. So for this one being a 2v2, that's gonna be interesting. I'm curious to see how that's gonna go. Now, I like what they're doing with that, with the 2v2, because you already see a good bit of it in You obviously see a good bit of it in Pokemon. That's where this game is trying to originate from, in their own way, trying to flesh out their own carve, in the Pokemon kind of genre, turn-based kind of thing. So, for them to have 2v2, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to like what it's bringing. If it's anything to go off of how we see Pokemon or how we see other turn-based games that did this, I expect Monster Hunter Stories 2 to be solid with how they're handling this.
Yeah, the way that they're looking to craft this one compared to like the original one, it's looking like it's going to be a really fleshed out RPG. I think this is actually one to watch out for. I'm hyped for it. I think maybe all the cross promotion between the 2 of them will be foreshadowing. So I'm hoping at least the monsters we see in Stories are going to be in Rise. Same way that we're going to get the armor, and it's going to be like a thing that bleeds into both, so that the worlds are shared in a way.
That's what I really want.
My fingers crossed.
That's what I really want. I really want to see, like the Monster Hunter Rise armor you get when you pre-order the game. That Raised Wing Ratha set, I need to see that in Rise. That shit looks so fucking cool. Now, I'd rather have it as layered armor. I don't expect it to be something that you can actually... It would actually be crazy if you can actually fight the Raised Wing Rathalos in Rise. That would be fucking insane. Because like just having the different kind of Rathalos there, I feel like you have to bring more to the table. He can't be just a Rathalos, just a simple Rathalos. There's gotta be more that he can bring. There's gotta be something unique that he can bring. So you want Magnum Model and stories too? I can see something like that happening. 'Cause even though the game hasn't come out yet, I can see it happening where they'll have him as a live update and you can just play as him. Yeah, I really. Yeah, I can really see some nice cross promotion going on between the two games where they'll take one piece of thing and they'll just bring it in, but they're not going to take the whole thing. So I can really see this becoming a thing. I can see it working out. Yeah. For our next talk, so even as DLC that'd be cool. Yeah, for sure. Even as DLC that'd be cool, and it'd be free DLC, by the way. You don't have to pay for it. There's more that I do want to talk about here. To get off the Monster Hunter subject, if that's all good with you all. Choco, if you want, you can look back on YouTube. You can see all that we talked about. We talked about some of the monsters you just mentioned, and we talked about an Elder Dragon that we know people want, which is the squid monster from Monster Hunter 2. But the next topic I want to talk about, because I know Styx wants to get into his. Here it is right here. This is what I really want to talk about here. It's the PlayStation 5. So for people that are unaware. Also, not only PlayStation 5, I want to talk about in a way. I'm gonna mix Battlefield into this well. Yeah, Yama Tsukikami, yeah. But I'm gonna mix this situation with the PS5 with the situation that's going on with Battlefield, what they just announced. So, what happened is that it's saddening to hear from Dazzle D. Go check him out. What he said is saddening to hear, but the PS5 will remain in short supply throughout all of 2021 as well as 2022. So for people like me, or people like Styx that are looking to get a PS5, or people like Choco that want to get a PS5. Oh, wait, you got yours?
Yeah, I got one.
You lucky son of a bitch. But for people like me and Choco that's looking to get a PlayStation 5, here's my problem with this. First off, they announced that they were gonna redesign the PlayStation 5 because they seen some issues going on with it. But yeah, that's not a rumor. That's true. They're actually gonna redesign the PlayStation 5. So
let me tell you, horizontally, I don't know how anybody's storing that thing like that. Every time I've seen it in somebody's setup horizontally, it looks like shit. So that's why they probably want to redesign it, because it looks awful there. Vertically, I think it looks lovely, but yeah, nasty on the side. Yeah,
there's that, but here's my problem. How are you going to say that you're going to redesign the thing? You're going to redesign PlayStation 5. Alright, that's all well and good, because they know some people having some weird short issues, or whatever the fuck it is that's going on inside the system. Some chip shortage. But then you fuck around and you say it's going to remain in short supply throughout the next year. Like, really? We don't even know if this is going to continue on in 2023. I understand the scalpers. I understand the whole thing that has been going on with the COVID situation. It kind of hurt this situation. It kind of hurt this whole thing as well. But for me personally, I feel like for PlayStation to do this, it makes it incredibly hard for a person like me that really wants to grab one just to play a couple of the games that they have in store. Like right now, I want to get one just off the fact that I want to play Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now I know I can get it for a PlayStation 4, but I really want to grab it for the PlayStation 5. The fact that y'all have it so that I feel somewhat forced that I have to get this for PlayStation 4 says a lot for me. Now, not only that, but seeing as the other option is that I have to sit up there and basically go on eBay to spend over $1,000 to potentially get this console, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Look, I love games just as much as the next person, but I'm not going to fuck around and shell out $1,000 just for a console that I don't even know if that person really is taking full good care of. The thing is with this is, for me, this ties in with what's going on with Battlefield. And this is where I can't blame Battlefield because of this whole situation going on with Yeah, that, not only that, yeah, you got, hold on, before we get to that, you got these games costing $70, bro. $70. 60, I feel like, is already pushing it. But now you're going to have it so that these games cost $70 on top of you trying to get the console. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
Fairness,
come on. Like, I understand these games are crazy. I understand these games are nice, but considering the situation we have right now, it's just not worth it for me.
The thing about those games, they haven't dropped either. Like Demon Souls, there is no sale price on it so far. You can't see it at Walmart. It's still $69 even at Walmart, and it's been out for months. It's still $70 everywhere. So those PlayStation Studios games or whatever, the first party ones, they're trying to bust the Nintendo effect on them and keep them at the same value for their whole life.
All right, now because of that whole situation that happened with PlayStation, where they're gonna delay the consoles until potentially 2023, Battlefield decided to actually take the smart route for once. Whereas because of this situation, they're gonna have it so that their next Battlefield game is gonna release on the last gen hardware as well as the next one, the next gen, which is the current gen we currently have. Here's how I personally feel with it. Everybody says this is disappointing. Everybody's mad. Everybody's sad over it. But here's how I see it. People, if you just now saw that announcement with the PlayStation 5 saying it's just going to be harder for you to get the console, they're going to stick with this same thing, why are you mad that they're going to release it for last-gen consoles as well? On top of that, let me go and point this out here. This is Battlefield we're talking about here. Does everybody remember the last time that they did this and they was actually successful in? It took a while, but they were actually successful in. They did this with Battlefield 4. Battlefield 4 came out for the 360, and then after that, when people had the time when they actually can get the console, they can go ahead and have their save data, have everything right there for them, and you have yourselves a great looking Battlefield game on your shiny new console. So. Yeah, with Battlefield, I at least trust them to do that in a way. Now, I understand people are going to mention it like, okay, well, hold up. You mentioned this with Battlefield 4. Didn't Battlefield 4 come out with a plethora of issues? Yes, that is true. They came out with a plethora of issues, but like the Battlefield community, unlike Cyberpunk, the motherfuckers actually stuck by. They stuck with it. And now look at Battlefield. Battlefield's looked at as one of the best games of their series. Battlefield 4 is looked at one of the best games of their series.
The Battlefield community, though, because I myself am a member of it, or a converted member of the Medal of Honor community.
Same.
But, they'll stick with anything, bro. You know this. We we are dedicated to that play style in a way that they almost take advantage of. But it's disappointing to hear that it is going to be multi-generational, only because EA is not so dedicated. So if they're going to spread the resources out, then it's probably going to damage the product in some way. And thinking about a next-gen Battlefield, if it was specifically focused on just being the best next-gen game that it could be, would probably be the best shooter, because you're a Battlefield fan, It would probably be the best shooter that we could ask for, is like a perfect Battlefield that's next-gen. So it's just worrisome, I think, to a lot of people, because EA, they suck. They don't have a great track record. They do make some good games, but by and large, the majority of their shit is not high quality. Most of it's a cash grab. So you see also that they're focusing on their bottom line because they know that they're going to sell more with this multi-plat strategy. That it's like it is worrisome. Because I want a good Battlefield. I need a good Battlefield.
Yeah, and I agree. I also do want the same thing. I would also love myself to have a good Battlefield game, but look. Right now, it's hard for anyone to even sit up there and get... Like, the only next-gen console you can actually get right now, period, no scalpers, no nothing, is an Xbox Series S. You can't get the X, and you can't get a PS5. The Series S is literally the closest you can... Literally the only console you can grab right now for, like, $400. And because of the fact that it's $400, it's not going to come with a disc tray. So your ass is fucked from there. Unless if you don't care about... Right. You can
like
get it for
that.
cheap.
Just go on the Walmart. It's there.
Like-
you can get it at the website whenever it's available. It'll be there for hours.
Yeah, like right now, like look at this. It's like right now, this is the only console you can get right now for cheap. Like, not even for cheap. It's the fact that they know, scalpers know damn well. Look, we're not gonna care about this. Scalpers don't give a fuck about this.
No, you can get it for retail. You can get them for retail pretty easily. It is not hard. If any of you guys want a Series S, follow Wario64. He'll post them. He'll say they're available, and then you'll go back 2 hours later, and they will still fucking be there.
Right.
They're super easy to get.
Right.
I've had like 3, but every time I get it, I'm like, this thing is worthless because I'm not gonna just subscribe to Game Pass to play these games, and there's nothing new to download on it yet, and I don't have an existing library. So it's pointless. So I've discarded it. But they're there. You can get them easy.
Right, and as you can see, currently unavailable for a Series X. But is currently available for a Series S. Now, I want to see for sure if this is the case with the PS5 when you try to get the digital version of the console, which I don't think it's possible. But you see how easy it is for you to just get one. Let's see. Currently unavailable. This is the fucking digital edition. This is the one without a disc tray, and you can't even get that. Currently unavailable, both of them. I mean, yeah, you can get the controller for $70, which I'm not doing. But as you can see, look, the Series S is really the only console that you can sit up there and just grab and chill with. So
You can't chill with it, though.
So, if you guys are, if y'all about that, but, I mean, look, by all means, go ahead. But as far as I'm concerned with Battlefield, I don't blame them for this decision. I can't blame them for this decision. You see how hard it is to get a console now, a current-gen console right now. So, and let's be honest, if you're the one that has a PlayStation 5, if you're the one that has an Xbox Series X, like, y'all gotta look at this and ask yourself this: where the fuck are the people at? Where's the population? What's going on? Well, look at what's going on around you right now. You wonder why you're stuck with like a couple thousand people? This whole situation is why you're stuck with a couple thousand people. So, right now, because of this, the PS4 and Xbox One's lifespan basically just got extended more than it should have. So for Battlefield pulling this, I can't blame them. They're trying to get as many people onto their game as much as they can. If they was to sit up there and say, no, it will not be for the Xbox One and PS4. I mean, yeah, you're not going to be held back graphically, but look at how many people you're going to be playing with.
It'll be the best of the best.
It'll be the best of the best graphically, but it'll be the worst of the worst with the population. Now for now,
60 FPS, 120. They're obvious that they get an advantage just by that. Now they're top players just because they have a frame rate advantage over the PS4 players.
Now for people like me that has a gaming PC, I'm telling you, if you have a gaming PC, this should not bother you at all. You should not even give a fuck. For me, I don't give a fuck. Because the fact that I know my gaming setup can run the next Battlefield, I'm not sweating that. But, it's still, for some people it's disappointing, but I understand it. I get why they took this route. Because PlayStation's not making it any easier. PlayStation's not making it any easier right now. Scalpers are not making this any easier right now. So what do you expect them to do? This is not like something. This is not like something to where I hate to cut you off again. This is not like something with the PlayStation 5 with Sony where they could be like, "Oh, okay, we could go ahead and put our shit on this specific console and that's it." You have to pray to God that you get it. Because let's be honest, right now, as much as I want to play Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, as much as I want to play the next God of War, thanks to scalpers, I can't do that. Thanks to the COVID, I can't do that. Not right now. Also, they're redesigning a PS5, so You just made the wait time even longer than it needs to be.
I wonder if that redesign is aimed at making them, more accessible by using better parts or something, or if it's really just cosmetic, or if that has anything to do with the supply thing at all.
It could be both, bro. It could be both. But
highly unnecessary.
It really is. So there's that, and I think for me there's one last I think for me that's all the topics I can really get to. If you guys got any topics you have with this whole situation that's going on with PlayStation 5, by all means you guys go at it. PlayStation 5 and Battlefield, by all means go at it. Before we move on to Stix's topics for today. And I can't wait to get into those too, because these topics are very interesting. Alright.
Yeah.
I'm pulling yours up now.
For sure.
I'm pulling yours up now. Go ahead.
Have you been just going through the normal channels, like trying to beat the bots on Walmart and shit?
No, I haven't tried because for me it's not fucking worth it. On top of that, I'm gonna be honest with you. I said this before, on the last episode. For me, I'm not rushing to get a next gen console. Part of it is because I have a gaming PC. That's why I'm not rushing it. My gaming PC right now can run the games of PS5 or Xbox Series X can run. So that's
except for Demon
Souls. Probably, yeah. I mean, it probably can't run Demon Souls, but I don't care. I mean, real shit. Like, I just don't care. So, yeah, I'm not sweating it.
Yeah, just to say it's doable, right? Because I didn't buy mine from a scalper, so no, you guys don't lose hope out there. So at the very least, our leader here, Mr. Pooh, has not tried to beat the bots. He said fuck it because he has a gaming PC. I did beat the bots, and I got one for my brother, and I got one for another homie, and I got an Xbox for another homie. But who cares about that? But it is doable, guys. So
yeah.
If you haven't.
So yeah, I guess on to our next topics. We can talk about Scarlet. We can talk about your topics. You said you want to get into Scarlet Nexus. If not, you can get into any of it in any order you want to hop into. It's up to you.
Well, usually, on my podcast, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I guess we're starting an episode of the Weekly Sticks. So I'm your host, Sticks. You can follow us at Get On The Sticks on Instagram. That's 2 I's and an X, no CKs ever. All right. So, usually we start my podcast with like a how are you doing segment. What are you playing currently? So, how are you doing? And if you want to talk about something that's not gaming related, feel free. This is your feel free segment where you talk about your life as a black man.
Yeah, for me personally, I'm not playing anything. I'm just going through these topics that you had pulled up for today. And for me, really, I'm just vibing and chilling. That's all. That's all I can do.
Yeah.
That's all. Amidst everything, just keep myself safe with the whole. I understand COVID protocols have been, killing people, but for me, it's not something that I'm trying to worry about because I'm trying to worry about having to keep myself healthy, and I'm sure my community is trying to do the same, keep themselves healthy. So that's all I can do.
Yeah, I was working the whole year, so whatever, protocols and all that, but no fear out here. Everything is good as far as the pandemic.
Also, with Choco, she said she's doing good. She's been playing some Monster Hunter Rise, and just Monster Hunter Rise all over the place.
Yeah, and when I was asking what are you playing, it's not what are you, playing at this exact moment. It was literally like, what is your gaming diet right now?
It's a wide variety of stuff, bro. Right now I've been focused on having to play. I'm having to play Halo right now. At the moment, I just beat Max Payne 3. So
okay.
Right now my next Max Payne 3 on hard, by the way. So my next objective right now is to get back into Halo. I beat Halo 2 on Legendary, hard as fuck. right now, my next one is to get on Halo 3 on Legendary and beat that one. And besides Halo, I'm trying to play some multiplayer games such as I've been playing some Smash Brothers. We just had a Smash tournament last week where we had a casual one and a competitive one. Well, not necessarily a Smash tournament per se, but we all have fun nonetheless. There was
Who's
that.
your main on Smash?
My main on Smash is Inkling, even though I don't play as Inkling as much because I know it pisses people off. There's Inkling, there's Byleth, there's I want to say Captain Falcon, but I play him for fun at this point. And I think that's really it. I mean, yeah, I think that's really it. Everybody else, I just
The
play
wide
for fun.
variety of character. It's not like sword fighters are your main or anything specific like that. You go all around.
Something like that, yeah. I try my best to be a wide variety because I understand there's a couple characters that I really everyone really plays with. I know there's Pyra and Mithra that everyone's enjoying, and honestly, I enjoy them too, but I don't really fuck with them as much as everyone else does.
I actually have not played Smash Bros. Since they got into it. I need to probably download them and try that.
Okay, Choco, I see you said you don't really Smash anymore, but I still take W's in Mario Kart from time to time. Yeah, I wonder why. Yeah, for people that don't know, that have not seen my content, that don't know how I run things, on the weekends, mainly on Saturdays, I try to switch between Mario Kart and Smash Brothers bi-weekly. So one Saturday we'll have it so that we're playing Mario Kart, and then the next Saturday we'll have it so that we play Smash Brothers. That's essentially how I do it. And by the way, from Smash Bros, we play very casually. We don't really play competitively at all. We just chill out with the items on and have the time final smashes on.
Items. Do you guys use all the items, or do
No.
you use like
No, we use a select
selected
few.
items? Just
Yeah.
the good ones.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Respect. Yeah, final smashes. I hate that people like turn them off in competition. I feel like as cheap as they are, leave them on. Damn it, they look cool. And you know, what's a game without super moves?
Right. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and okay, there you go. Turn that off. Turn that off. All right. Yeah, pretty much with Choco. She says she mains Zelda. She's trying to dabble a bit in Pyra and Mythra, so those are her mains right there. Also RNG Hero. Oh my God, Hero. I had enough Hero this weekend. God damn it, Hero killed me this weekend. I mean, Mom, not this weekend, but the last weekend. He killed me last weekend. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, this dude, infamously known for fucking people over. I don't. Yes, but I know, but it's like I've seen enough Hero. Please stop. Enough of the dude. Oh God. No more, please, no more. Like, my ass is tender from all the Hero. Okay?
So yeah, I've been playing mostly Returnal, which has been kicking my ass. And
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, it's been making it hard, honestly, to play other things because I just want to beat it so that I could be fucking done with it. And then every time that I lose, something else gets put into the backlog. So I'm just frustrated that I haven't been able to beat it. I haven't been able to beat Bravely Default 2 because I haven't beaten Returnal.
Oh, nice.
And then I got Outriders, which I'm close to the end of, but now I'm at a boss that I need some friends to beat, and nobody wants to join me right now, so I haven't been able to beat that either. So I've been at several different walls in my gaming, and in fact, Monster Hunter's been my comfort game. Like when I need to feel some achievement, I go back to Monster Hunter and take something down. I'm like, all right, that's done, and then right back to the punishment.
Shit, I hear that. I hear that, bro. I hear that for sure. Like it's Monster Hunter gets crazy. This weekend you gotta worry about Luigi on a Yoshi bike. Oh Jesus Christ! I'd rather that, to be quite honest with you, than some goddamn Hero. Like with the other games I usually play, I usually chill out with well, really more so when it goes to Smash. I usually chill out with those games. I don't really take it all that seriously, all that crazy. I always try, for games such as Smash and Mario Kart that I know bruise a lot of salt. I try to remind people, it's like, yo, like we gotta chill out and enjoy the game for what it can really bring. Like that's what I'm usually here for. That's why I usually have my hub space for. Yeah, it's an evil game. That's an evil game. Smash is an evil game. Mario Party is an evil game. At some point, I'm gonna get to Mario Party as well, and I know that's gonna be hard. Very, 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 very hard to control all the salt with that game. I feel like Mario Kart is on the equal level. The equal level is Uno. So
yeah, Mario Kart literally punishes you for being good. Like here I am in first place. Everything's fine. Oh, blue shell. Nothing I could do about it. All I've got is bananas and coins the entire fucking way going forward. And now I'm in 8th place and the race is over. Boom.
Right. Like you have to strive between being around the middle, between knowing what position you're gonna be in, and of course, I don't know. But Mario Kart, there's so much craziness that you have to deal with in the game. So
and why can't you turn off specific items, right? I know they don't update. Like, now that they've updated Mario Party, it almost makes me have hope. Like, maybe they'll throw some DLC maps or some shit in Mario Kart because, goddamn, the internet would explode that day, right?
Right.
But why can't you just turn off one item? Like, if I could turn off lightning, I think the game would be a better time for everybody. But you can't turn off one thing. It's either random, all, none. That's it. And it's like, bro, this is terrible. That fucking Mario Kart.
Oh, God. And Choco definitely agrees with you there, talking about, I hear that with the coins. Like, coins are going to save me from the red shell factory. Shit got me dying.
Red shell factory.
Red shell, blue shell, lightning factory is one of the three. Or it could be all three all at once.
It's all three, because what happens is you're about to get hit by a red shell. You feel cool. You got something to protect you, like a banana. Then the lightning strikes. Now you got no protection. Then here comes the shell. Game over.
Right.
Now your daughter's beating you at Mario Kart. That's my life. Now I'm losing to my baby at Mario Kart because the game cheats.
For sure. I know we talked about all this for quite a bit, and it is slightly off topic, but I know you want to get into Scarlet Nexus, so what do you want to talk about with that?
Scarlet Nexus just recently had a preview.
We can watch it?
Yeah, I watched it. It was a video. It showed about 6 minutes of gameplay. And all in all, it was
hello there. Welcome to
it was lackluster to me. So I really just wanted to talk about how it didn't look great because I've been watching this game for a while and I finally got the confirmation that it really wasn't wonderful. The entire premise of the game is it's about like psychokinesis soldiers doing psychokinesis soldier things, but when you look at the mechanics of the game, it just looks like a generic Bandai Namco game. And whether or not that's your thing, I guess, is whether or not that's your thing, but ultimately, this doesn't look wonderful. Did you get a chance to check it out?
I saw the trailer.
Both of them have
that was as far as I went with the game.
Means you can pick up objects.
To be honest, that was basically as far as I went with the game.
So yeah,
was it the same reasons that it looked very
fairly straightforward once you
uninspired?
Yeah, it's looking more like how Nier is.
But
so yeah, I could definitely see how
you've got your standard.
I could definitely see how
whether that's using your sword with Yuito or using the kind of.
What it is, have you ever played Astro Chain?
We actually just played it last week. Not last week. I played it 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna get into Astro Chain at some point, but at the moment, I decided to take a break from it because while the game is fun, it is hard as shit. So I am gonna have to
conveniently. And you can just press the right trigger.
Give that a break for a slight bit. Shout out to Bao, by the way. Shout out to Slime.
It'll pick up.
He got me the game and he told me as a bet if he gets me a game I need to try the Dragon Quest demo, which I am going to at some point in time. But for the time being, yeah, I could definitely see why you would say this looks something like Astro Chain. While yes, it does. It also feels like it's looking something like Nier. It's like what everybody says. This game doesn't know what it wants to be.
Do your kind of melee attacks to build up your psychokinesis.
And Astro Chain is a phenomenal game, so I recommend it. But it's very much looking like they saw the success of Astro Chain and decided,
Builds on
hey,
this by
we want one of our own.
perform
And
these
so
kind of
this is
combo
what they
attacks
started working on.
by
Right.
holding
But it
down
really
the
doesn't seem to know what it
psychokinesis
wants to
button.
be.
And there's two ways of
The
doing it.
enemies
You can
seem
either,
generic.
hit
Combat
them with
doesn't
an
even look
object,
as fluid
like throw an
for a
object
game
at
like
them,
that
and then
as it
run in
should
and
be.
attack them with a melee right away.
And then when you look at it, finally, like when you see that preview, they have like a buddy or a partner system where you take another person out into the field with you, and then that person gets EXP, and then you can do different like combination attacks with them. And I can't even think of what game that is like lifted directly out of, but it's definitely some old Bandai game that has that exact same mechanic. And I'm like,
Run that bar?
I
What
don't
was
know.
it?
These usually happen when
So you get like a partner that you can take into the field with you,
These usually
and then that person, you level them up, and then you can do like different combination attacks with them, I guess. But that person's an NPC, so you can never actually play as that person. But it's like another. I don't know. I'm not even sure if you can customize them yourselves
I feel like I've-
or if they're members of the story.
Damn, it's been a while since I've played like some
Or you can
Bandai
really later on,
Namco
you can,
games like that, but
use your psychokinesis to
I
make
can definitely
enemies
see. I could
if
definitely
they're
see
standing on a train track.
with what you
It's
mean
quite
with
cool.
this.
It
It's
makes
like
battles look
I don't feel like
You
this
play
would be-
God Eater 3?
Eventually, you
Yes,
team
I
up
do
with
play
other
God
partners
Eater
using
3.
this thing called SAS.
I haven't played in a
Yeah,
while,
so
but
you
I
know
have
the
God Eater
brain to
3.
brain connection
So you
thing.
know you
Basically,
get
Oh,
to
that,
take
yeah.
NPCs with
There you go, yeah.
It's
There you
very
go.
much like that kind of a system.
One of the partners
Yeah,
has
yeah.
got
So it's like,
pyrokinesis,
yeah,
so
this
you
is
can
very much lifted
attack
from,
enemies with fire,
you guys'
and
shit,
another one
and
is
not necessarily
electrokinesis,
in a great way,
which
because
is
I
electricity
literally
to
played
stun
God Eater 3
other
to
ones that
scratch a
just slow
Monster
down
Hunter
time
itch
or
on Switch,
go invisible
and
or
otherwise,
invisible enemies
it
and
wasn't,
stuff like that.
it's not the
And as the
most
game
wonderful
progresses
game
and you
at
can
all.
gain new
So,
partners, you can pick
God
which
Eater?
partners accompany you. So
huh?
God
if
Eater?
there's specific
What's it,
skills
God
you
Eater
like,
solid.
or that you
Oh, let's
think
talk about
you
this
can
game.
use for an upcoming mission, you can use.
No. God
You can
Eater is
also go
solid,
on
solid
these
at
kind of
best,
bond
but
episodes, they're called.
once you get powerful
with
in
these
there,
partners,
it's a little.
basically
You
as
just
you
go in
go
there
there,
for
you
1
can
minute at a
pick a
time, wasting your time with
fairly
builds to kill monsters in
missions,
literally
some
1
of them you can
second,
just
and
kinda
then
talk and just cutscenes,
go back to do.
just to get to know
same
these
thing.
partners.
I will say
And as you kinda
I will
bond
say
with them,
one thing
your
I
bond
have been
level
noticing
rises,
with
and you gain extra powers. So
with
you'll
this
start
game
with
is
just
what
one
Choco
power,
also said. This
um,
game
you
reminds
can
me
use
way
for
too much of
version,
Cold Vein with
and
the art style.
as you
The
level
art
up
style
with
feels
them,
like it's Cold
their
Vein,
powers,
but the
you get
gameplay
more of
feels
their
like it's
powers to
fucking
use,
Astral
which can
Chain. It's
obviously,
like
expands the amount of things you can do.
Well,
during
one
battle.
thing about Bandai
yeah,
Namco
so
is
far,
that
so
I
good.
think
There's
they're
a
notorious
lot
for reusing assets.
in
That's
this
what I
game,
think
and
all the
often,
time, which is
like I
how
say,
they get
I've
all
only
these
played it
anime
for the
games
first
out
2 hours.
every year. Because
I
hey,
mean, look at Demon Slayer. That's a prime. I mean, I think that's
can
a.
barely
Ain't
scratch
that
the
made by
surface.
them?
At this point, there's a
The Demon
massive
Slayer game coming
skill
up. That's
tree
why
where
I'm not
you
too
go
interested in
unlock
that
one
game.
skill,
As much as I want to
which
play that, it's
makes
like,
my
bro,
attack 5% more
this
powerful
feels
than
like
the
just
other
like
one.
Naruto
Set the
Ultimate
world
Ninja
alight,
Storm
so
4.
obviously
Now,
there's-
here's the
there's
deal.
obviously a lot more,
I like
to do there.
Naruto Ultimate
And
Ninja
there's a load of
Storm
side
4,
quests
but
you can
I
get, like,
hated
in
the
the
way
roaming
how the
streets,
battling
and
was.
there's hundreds of people.
And I
talking
don't
around,
know,
you can talk
maybe
to
just
them,
me.
but
I
side
just do
quests,
not like
it's
games that
clear there's a
do
lot to do in this
vertical
game.
fighting
Just
at
like
all.
the
And
same
I'm not
things
even the
as
kind of guy that
so,
plays
it's hard at this stage to
fighting
tell
games all that much. The kind of
how
fighting games I would
it's
play
gonna
would be
kinda pan
something
out.
around
But
like, look,
so
I
far, so
like
good.
Dragon.
There's
Look, I
just
like the
slight
way how
games
Dragon
that
Ball
could get
FighterZ
quite
handled
repetitive
it, and I
because
know
at
that
this
game's
early
pretty
stage,
toxic for what it can
the
bring.
enemies repeat
But
themselves quite a lot.
that would be my
So
kind of game that I
far,
would
this
play.
stage
Is
has
either
been
that
pretty
game or
satisfying
I'll play
fighting
the
them, so I
Blaze
don't
Blue
mind
kind
too
of
much.
game, Blaze Blue
I
Cross
just
Tag
wonder
Battle
how,
or some
like,
shit like
30,
that, or
40 hours in,
any of the
if it's
previous
still gonna
ones.
be like that.
Like if I
If
was
it's
to
still gonna
play
be
a fighting
exciting, or
game
if
that I
it's
would
gonna
really
be
like,
going through the motions by that
that's
point.
where I would start.
That's assuming that the game's even that long.
Speaking
But
of those
so
two,
far,
Yeah.
so good.
Dragon Ball
So,
FighterZ,
it's out, next
wildly
month, December.
overrated, cool
So
game,
actually
but
we'll
you
have a
know,
full review near the time.
a lot more
once
could
we
be
get
done.
our hands on the finished
Blaze
version.
Blue Cross
But for
Tag
now,
Battle,
Yeah,
wildly
that'll be
underrated,
and hopefully
probably the best
rest
thing
of the
since
game is
Marvel's
as good as the
Capcom
first
2.
two hours.
Damn.
Thanks very much for watching.
my
Please
hot
do all the
take.
usual
That's some
stuff.
praise.
Blue
Stuff
Cross
that we
Tag
post
Battle,
on
that
YouTube
shit
with
is
these
fire,
things.
bro. Love
And
that
yeah,
game.
please visit videogameschronicle.com.
That's some high praise for
for
that
all
game,
your
bro. Let you know
gaming
right now.
goodness. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.
All right, well, I'm gonna actually turn that off. That's 6 minutes is more than enough. Next, yeah, if there's any last words y'all want to say when it goes to the Scarlet Nexus, because honestly, I got none besides the fact that I'm not interested. If there's some 3D 3D anime fighting game with good character creation, sign me up. That's what Choco said. So yeah, you got it.
Fighter anime game. If you could get an emulator for Dreamcast, then you can get Project Justice. The Japanese version, the American version, which is called Project Justice, won't have it. So you have to get the Japanese version, which is Rival Schools United by Fate Part 2. So that game has a character creator that's actually like a board game. Me and my brothers literally figured that's all in Japanese, so obviously we didn't know what the hell we're saying. But you have to go through the board. It'll have you do fights, and in those fights you get to pick and learn different abilities from the characters. And then by the end of it, boom, you have your custom character whose face and body and everything you got to create, and they'll have a fighting style that's all your own. So,
all right. So,
if you know Japanese, it's A1 for you.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the next, Choco, there you go. Choco, there you go. I got nothing other than it confuses me too much. Me talking about with that other game, but Choco, there you go. That's your fighting game for you. If you want, Sticks, if you mind typing the game down, I will copy and paste it, so that way she can look it up. On that note, we can go to our next topic, which is about Apple versus Epic. The 5 fascinating revelations about the video game industry. I know there's some stuff you want to cover here, so by all means, you can go ahead.
So recently we've had this Apple versus Epic trial, and in the Apple versus Epic trial, it pretty much encompassed everything and everyone, from Walmart's to Sony's. Everybody, for some reason, has some part in this trial, and we learned a whole lot about the gaming industry and how it operates in that trial. And there's a lot of weird, random revelations from there, and I thought they were funny. So let's get our thoughts on them. So one of them was that Nintendo refuses to hire Yakuza members. That seems like a big deal. Does anybody have any idea why Nintendo wouldn't want to hire Yakuza members?
I honestly don't know, considering why is Kiryu there? If you look on the bottom, Choco, I'm just about to read here. Nintendo prefers its employees and business partners to not have any affiliation with Yakuza. With the Yakuza, Japan's infamous organized crime organization. Seems reasonable. They do seem like some pretty unpleasant guys. Obstinately,
but they make video games about them.
Obstinately, this has a lot to do with preserving Nintendo's family-friendly image. That's your answer right there. Nintendo's family-friendly image, though it's still surprising that the company would go so far as to officially forbid organized crime affiliation in its internal communications. Perhaps it has something to do with the quirks of Japan's amusement and nightlife scenes, which the Yakuza games inform me are mostly controlled by gangsters. Speaking of which, hopefully this edict doesn't bode ill for the prospect of Sega bringing Yakuza to the Switch at some point. That just might.
I think it's a wrap for that.
Yeah, that just might. But you want to know what's so fucking crazy to me? They are not cool with that, but this is the same Nintendo that's out here having Resident Evil games. Like, y'all think that's not any bad? Like, you're like, I understand it's fancy with the zombies and shit, but like, come on now, that's equally as bad right now. Like, y'all got.
Also, in recent years, Nintendo is the one who has been allowing all like the hardcore romance novel type games on their console. PlayStation's been editing them. Xbox doesn't even get marketed for them, but Nintendo's the one who's been letting them go. So very interesting. Also, a funny side note on that is that on the Yakuza staff for the game, they fired one of the guys because he admitted to using cocaine, which is anti the honor of the country or some shit like that.
No.
I think he got arrested for it and then took his name out of the credits.
I can't blame him for that. Nah, bro. We not for that. Nah, bro. We don't need you doing cocaine on the job. I cannot blame him at all in the slightest.
Well, I don't know if it was on the job, but they said he was a disgrace, wrote him out of the credits. But it's for the Yakuza game. That's why it's funny. It's so this is the most gangster, thing, and he's off of it because he did a little cocaine and they wrote him out of the credits. He's dead.
Can't do cocaine around. Can't do cocaine around the Yakuza, man. I'm sorry.
No drugs in Japan.
No. They don't fuck around with that shit.
Don't fuck with that shit.
Oh god. You said.
So the next was that.
Before we get to that, this is what Choco said. You said on the Apple Epic trial. Well, man, it's just a banana. I have a feeling we're gonna be talking about that a good bit at some point. But you can go ahead.
So next was about PlayStation. Sony basically was not allowing crossplay until they got that good dollar for it. And this is just kind of revealing about the power of the PlayStation brand, I guess, to some people who don't know that it was so influential. Because as we know, Fortnite is like the biggest game on the planet Earth. But a huge chunk of their revenue comes from their sales on PlayStation consoles. And Sony wrote as a provision in their little contract that if it could be proven that a substantial amount of the sales were coming from PlayStation, which they probably already knew in their internal data, that they would get a revenue share in order to cross-play with the other consoles. And then they determined that, and boom. They eventually got the cross-play after that. But it shows that Sony does not play nice with others and is not pro-consumer, which, I don't know, seems like it's smart business to me if you got that kind of pull.
I already talked about this on the previous episode, so
ahead.
I'll make it quick with how I feel about this. I mean, people, if you ever wonder why certain games like NBA 2K or Madden or whatever, part of it is also on that company themselves. But if you ever wonder why you don't have your cross-platform with some of those sports games, there you go. And the same can be said for some of the fighting games. You wonder why you don't have your cross-platform with some of the fighting games? There you go. Truth be told, Sony doing this bullshit is why Monster Hunter World isn't crossplay right now, and it's a damn shame. They literally stopped the crossplay happening by pulling this. So I'm already like kind of mad as fuck about that. Now I understand. One particular comment from my good friend Masa, he said, he was happy that didn't happen because of the mods that be going on PC where motherfuckers be out here one shot and shit. I feel like personally that shit can be combated by doing what the Master Chief Collection did. Whereas right now the Master Chief Collection has crossplay on Xbox and PC, and how they got it is that if you want to start modding shit, you have to disable the anti-cheat. That's
but
it.
It also took you.
It's not like it's not like for me that's something that they can't do.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately they're going to be talking money about it, and that's Sony's issue. I think that it makes sense to do on a free-to-play game more than it makes sense to do for something like Monster Hunter World that everybody's already paid for. If they have the servers that allow it on that third party, and it's not like, you know, some free barrier to entry kind of thing where it's a free-for-all, and I do think that Sony's at fault for fucking up on Monster Hunter World, especially because I do have a few friends on Xbox who I always wanted to play with, and I assumed that crossplay would happen, and then it just never did. But in the Epic situation, when you're fucking with Epic, I'm not really mad at you taking them for a ride. Capcom, we're supposed to have some love for Capcom. That's not right.
Right. I mean, and it's a damn shame that something like that is just really not going to come to be, and it's really fucked up. Oh, okay. Choco putting in some good news here. So Nintendo wanted Yakuza. There was a port for Yakuza 1 on the Wii U, but it sold so terribly, the Sega guy immediately hated Nintendo as a company and refused to put Yakuza on another console. God damn!
No, this happened to so many companies in the Wii U era. So many companies got burnt by Nintendo that they weren't fucking with them until last year, basically. Like, literally the entire games industry of third parties.
Good lord.
They're only just now coming around because the Switch sold like hotcakes in the pandemic and shit like that. But
and it's still going to.
Yeah, no. Now it's like a proven concept. Everybody loves the Switch, you know. But before that, everybody was iffy about it because they didn't know if it was like a gimmick or a phase or whatever. I mean, the first party games always sell well, and Nintendo was cranking out enough of them to keep people coming in. But for the most part, the third party support is just now trickling in.
He calls all Nintendo consoles kid consoles. You don't even mess with the Switch. God damn. He said, damn, bro, let all that salt flow.
That's a lot of people like that, bro.
I mean, look, they can go ahead, but here's how I see it, though. Because the Switch took advantage and it came out the way that it did, the Switch, in my personal opinion, is going to be selling. It's still going to continue to sell more than the PS5 and the Xbox Series X because of what we're currently going through with the whole pandemic. You know what? Fuck it. I need something good to play, and look no more than the Nintendo Switch at the moment. Just saying. Especially everything that's happening with Monster Hunter Rise.
It sold 6 million out the gate.
And it's still selling. It's still selling. Like, for people that are unaware, Monster Hunter is looking to become the all-time, like, third-party, like, seller, I believe, right? For the I think they passed Street Fighter 2. So
they already passed Street Fighter 2. I think they're going to pass they already passed Street Fighter 5 as far as Capcom's most sold single console game. So it's on its way to the moon. And
it's so fucking crazy because I know people didn't think Rise was gonna sell like that because of the fact that it became a timed exclusive for the Switch. But this goes to show you, bro. Look, when you was successful, the way how Monster Hunter World was successful, man. Look, at this point, everybody wants more Monster Hunter right now. Like nobody was really You go ahead.
To some extent, the experience has always been designed, in my opinion, for this portable thing. I got into Monster Hunter on the DS. I was disgusted when Monster Hunter World was announced for consoles originally. I was like, oh, what? I have to go get a PlayStation now? That's the only reason I came back to console gaming. So the fact that it came back to portable and is selling more is just, you know what I'm saying? Like this is how it was supposed to be. Because now it's on track to sell more than World sold on both consoles, and that means that the market has been waiting for it on the portable side.
Right, and it's crazy. The crazy thing is it's not done yet. It's not done with all the updates. The game hasn't even come out for PC yet, and you already know I'm going to grab it for PC. So
two event quests.
It's crazy, man. Like, yo, the rise that Monster Hunter Rise is going towards, it's fucking insane. And this is just all on one console. God forbid. I mean, like, look, if it's like this on the Switch, y'all already know what's going to happen the minute that shit comes out for PC. Especially if it's a good port, which I expect it to be.
60 frames? Oh my god. Rise.
Probably 120 if it's unlocked. If it's unlocked frames. But
I would get a PC for it. I would literally do it.
Look, I'm already prepared to grab that, and I'm not even done with Rise. I haven't touched Rise in weeks for real. I do know people we are supposed to be getting on Monster Hunter Rise tonight, but it's a possibility I might be getting on it late or might not be getting on it at all till tomorrow. So just letting y'all know there, because I know we're about to approach the time where I would usually hop on it, but we still got more of these topics to get through. Right here, you want to talk about Walmart going cloud gaming, so here's that.
Well, that's just a funny joke.
Yeah.
So Walmart was trying to get into the cloud gaming space more or less by integrating third-party support. So they had a meeting with Epic Games where they had proposed the idea of having a cloud service that was similar to Stadia, where basically they would be able to get third parties to... It just seems like a capitalist exercise, honestly. Not really much. They had the money to do it, so they thought, hey, maybe we could get into this space. And they propositioned Epic about it, and Epic was not interested. I think cloud gaming sucks. I hope that it crashes and burns. So I'm not... I think it's funny. But what's your opinion on that?
I thought people learned this with the Stadia, that shit was not going to fly.
No, I mean,
I
Stadia
thought people learned that from there.
Yet,
I'm like, come on, bro. I'm surprised this shit is still around. Wow. I'm surprised this shit is still around, bro. So it's like, why are we still talking about this? I mean, like, I understand in some cases, cloud gaming, real shit, it has its benefits, but it's never going to replace having to have a game, like, physically at your hand, or really something that's really, like, with you. You know, like on your computer. In my case, when it goes to COD games, like I understand Cyberpunk is Cyberpunk, but look, that game is officially mine. I can do whatever the fuck I want with it now, and I don't need to get online to play it.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, having that feeling of ownership, like, yo, you put your hard-earned money into this game, you want this game, you know, you should have it belong to you, plain and simple. So cloud gaming, it's gonna take years till cloud gaming gets up to where everyone is really satisfied. And who knows, it may not ever get up to where everyone will be satisfied.
I think the only way that cloud gaming takes off is like the only way that e-magazines take off, right? Because e-magazines are cool to an extent, but actually they're only existing because people don't read them at all. It's not as though they replaced physical magazines. People still like physical magazines for what they like them for. Mm-hmm. So until they get rid of physical medium in a way where we're forced to cloud game, I don't think that it's ever going to work because it's not a passive medium. People think that it's going to be like streaming video or streaming music, where it's like, well, I have a library that's just over here in the back of my mind. But I think that engaging physically with a controller with something that you don't have, to certain people, to me, myself at least, it seems pretty crazy. Like, I would like to have something that's tangible representation of this thing that I'm physically interacting with all the time. But, I guess that's just me.
I agree entirely. Just having something like that, like with you, having something like this with you is just, cloud gaming that'll never replace that kind of feeling. Regardless. Yeah. So, I personally think something like that is just, you just can't replace that. I could care less. Walmart going cloud gaming is not gonna kill me anything. I mean, look, that's what they decide to do. If they want to go ahead and go this route and think that's just gonna succeed, well, all the power to you. You go ahead and have fun. Next,
if they wanted to do cloud gaming in a way that works, honestly, I feel like there should be even if it has a code that goes to your own personal cloud. But when you buy a game, then you get a cloud version of it. So let's say you have a Fire or some shit. Well, I have the cloud version, right? If they did that for you, then I think cloud gaming would start to make sense, and everybody had their own encrypted cloud library or some shit somewhere. But if you can't do something like that, then.
Yeah, I guess. Here we have another one with Microsoft's talking about Microsoft no-so exclusive games. Okay, so apparently Microsoft has struggled to bring compelling exclusive to the Xbox Series X. I'm not surprised. And court documents revealed that's unlikely to change soon. Several of the platform's upcoming exclusive won't be that way for long. Stalker 2 will apparently be the only Xbox console exclusive for 3 months after launch, while the launch title Tetris Effect Connected's exclusivity window ends in June 2021. Currently, the PS5 has a lot more exclusive games planned for months ahead, and those titles will stay exclusives for longer periods of time. Microsoft will need to step up its game soon if they want to compete with the PS5. Thankfully, the documents confirmed that Image Inform's intriguingly quirky game The Gunk will be an Xbox exclusive indefinitely, so that's a step in the right direction. Here's how I feel with this, Sticks, before you hop in with this. I'll be honest with you. I don't know. I mean, I really just don't care with this whole console war shit anymore. And it's clearly to me, it seems like Xbox don't care either because they're putting out most of their shit on PC now. Like, they're making a lot of money just off of putting their shit on PC just as much as they put it up on the console now. So, for Xbox, I doubt they care less. I really doubt they care, like, at all. The minute that they started making this approach with trying to get in PC fans' good graces, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the only thing I would need for them to do is take off the Windows Store, or better yet, branch the Microsoft games with Steam. They're already doing that now, but I need them to take off that Windows Store entirely. At this point, you might as well partner up with Steam and be with them. Or be with COD Games or something.
If they want to do the console war properly, that's what they would have to do because Sony is in a partnership with Epic, so you might as well partner up with Steam and, put your storefronts at war with each other. But, the Gunk, whoa, gosh, yeesh, what a lineup they got coming up there. No, I'm just... The problem with the Xbox is not so much that the console war exclusive thing, it's just that whatever's coming out of there sucks. That's really the issue. They're not giving us anything to talk about except for meaningless just articles about nothing. But it's really frustrating, I guess, to even have to have console wars at this point because, like you said, Xbox doesn't fucking care. They're not interested in it. It's just for the internet at this point.
Right, they just don't care.
Yeah, they don't care, but I really wish that they cared because of this kind of uninspired crap like the gunk. Firstly, the gunk. What the fuck? As a video game name, it just is clearly like, hey guys.
It's like, bro, this sounds like a fucking Pokemon. Like, I know there's Crow Gunk, but it's like, goddamn, we coming with another gunk monster? Like
Anything you could have done, like, what's the game about? Well, okay, there's this gunk everywhere, right? Like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah,
fuck,
and
man.
like you gotta clean it up. You know, if anything, I want them to do, I'm gonna tell you what I would want them to do. Remaster some of the old games that they had on the original Xbox, and I bet you people are gonna eat it up. I would eat it up. Real shit. I need them right now. I want a new Fusion Frenzy, and well, not a new Fusion Frenzy. I want you to remaster that old Fusion Frenzy. Please, God, whatever you fucking do over there at Microsoft, give me a Fusion Frenzy remaster. I will actually legitimately sit up there and buy it and make it so that it's online support, because that I feel like it would be crazy playing Fusion Frenzy online and with crossplay. Give me that shit. I will take that all day. Every day.
Now they've watered that potential down, honestly, with FPS boosts. So now they're not going to revise the mechanics for most of those games because they're going to just boost the performance on the game at that base level. So you aren't going to get those remasters that could be successful first-party titles or announcements because they're just going to do them on backwards compatibility because that's what they've committed to. Further showing that they don't give a fuck, which is very sad.
I know, it's a shame. But yeah, man, Fusion Frenzy, bro, I need that in my life. For people that never played that game was Xbox's response to a Mario Party, and it was starting out to be a damn good response for people like me that did not want to get Mario Party, did not want to get a Nintendo console. Like, fuck it, I will take Fusion Frenzy and run with it. It's a shame the second one was so fucking terrible. Like, we don't even talk about the second one because of how bad that shit was. Like, nah, bro, we just talk about the first one and only the first one. I don't even want them to create a third because of how bad that second one was. So, yeah, for me, that's what I would love. I would love a Fusion Frenzy remaster, but if it can't happen, it can't happen. I mean, shit, they're already doing it for what, Psychonauts? Wasn't Psychonauts like exclusively for Xbox? Or am I wrong?
Psychonauts 2 is coming out. But
yeah.
that's not an exclusive either. It's coming out on PS4.
How about the first
as
one?
well?
Was that exclusive?
First one, I don't believe so. I think that one was multi-plat as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because for me, I don't know why. I just remember people loving that shit on Xbox or some reason. But
people love Psychonauts. As far as I've heard, it's a really good game. As far as what it brings or what it brought to the table back then. I'm worried about how Psychonauts 2 is going to innovate on that, to be honest. But it does look like it's got cool visuals.
All right, here we go. Next topic. If you guys got anything to say with the last thing going on with Xbox, if you got anything to say with the Microsoft no exclusive games?
Does Xbox own the rights to Jet Set Radio, or is Sega own? Who the fuck owns those rights,
Sega,
man? If they would
Sega, dude, they own the right to Jet Set Radio.
Jet Set Radio Future, or put that one on FPS Boost. Fuck.
Hi, Jay
I might fuck around and get an Xbox for that one, but until it's there, I'll wait.
And you called me Storm. No, I'm not Stormy. but yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much it's like something like that. I would love for, another. I mean, I think they did remaster a bit of Jet Set Radio. I think they're making another game that's similar to Jet Set Radio. I will definitely say that. I remember seeing it before.
Yes, that's Cyberfunk something.
Yeah, Cyberfunk something. So it's very similar to Jet Set Radio. So that might be what you're looking for. We see it here with the Apple Store. Who's this? Talking about the Apple Epic Trial. I'm sorry to go ahead and skip.
No worries.
But yeah,
yeah. Right.
Yeah, the Apple Epic Store trials brought juicy, simmering beef between the CEO, Tim's into public view, according to the email revealed as part of the proceedings. Epic's Tim Sweeney had asked Apple's Tim Cook about opening up the Apple Store in 2015, where Tim said, "Hey Tim, y'all should think about separating the iOS app store curation from compilation, review, and app distribution. The App Store has done much good for the industry, but it doesn't seem tenable for Apple to be the sole arbiter of expression and commerce over an app platform approaching 1 billion users. Cook replied with some Kiki Palmer-esque ignorance. I don't even. Oh God, is this the guy that was at one of our rehearsals? Cook asked his employees. Oh shit. Only 3 weeks prior, Epic Games had showcased an in-development version of Fortnite at an Apple keynote. That presentation didn't even land on Cook's radar. When there's inevitably a film made about this trial, this is the opening scene. It's perfect origin story for Sweeney to become a thorn in Cook's side. It's a cinematic kiss that grants this whole trial some narrative weight. The Apple versus Epic trial is expected to last 3 weeks, which leaves plenty more time for hot gossip. We'll definitely keep our ears open. Alright, so your thoughts on that? Because I'll be honest with you, I don't give a damn.
Yeah, that last part was very ungame related, but fuck it, you know, it tells us about how all this shit works, which is kind of true. I mean, I live in Silicon Valley, so it's not that huge at all. But yeah, all these fucking people have mutual origins. They all come across each other. The guy who made Oculus had like some kind of an issue with Facebook where he tried to sell to them at some point. They said no, and then now Mark Zuckerberg bought them, and it's this whole thing. Everybody has this origin story out there, so you know, fuck them. You know, fuck them both.
Anybody's thoughts on this with Epic and Apple? Anybody's thoughts? Because the last topic we're probably going to get into, I have a feeling that's what it is we're going to be getting into E3. Oh, no, it's not E3 for you. You want to talk about E3, but then you say you want to talk about the Resident Evil Village and the other games, and I think that would be it. So.
Oh, yeah, and then E3, and then that's all. But Resident Evil Village and Outriders, MLB The Show, and pretty much, I can't remember the fourth game, but every game that has come out for the last 4 next-gen releases is pretty much sold 4-1 PlayStation to Xbox, in that, of course, these are based on UK physical sales, but they've had them all about 80% Sony, 20% Microsoft, 87% Sony, 13% Microsoft, or some variation of that statistic. And a lot of people on the Microsoft internet are like, so what? A lot of people on the Sony internet are like, this says a lot as far as developers and sales and what this means for the future of gaming. And I'm kind of on that side with it. I think that developers are going to look at these numbers and they're going to think about whether or not they sell their product or develop anything exclusively or at all for Xbox, which might hurt what comes to their lineup in the future. People are very confident that it won't, but I just don't see how that's not going to factor. What are your thoughts?
Here's how I feel with it. As long as we keep the route, as long as this particular route keeps going the way that it is, which it looks like it is, I really don't care. Because all I see is the same fucking thing right now, whereas PS5 keeps putting out these games, Sony keeps putting out these games, Microsoft keeps putting out shitty products, they're not making an effort, and Switch is putting out their own shit, and they're just not giving a damn. I feel like there's nothing that's going to change here. Like, what's good? I mean, I feel like in the next couple years it might be something, but right now I just don't feel it. I don't feel anything. I hope Sega looks... Yeah. Choco, I agree with you. I want Sega to do something about Sonic 2. You know, me and Jerry Bear, who's here, we love Sonic. Like, my character is in a way, he's based off of Sonic. Like his design, everything. So, to see the route that Sonic is at, the Sega's at, is like, devs don't give a fuck. Companies don't give a fuck. Like, is there really going to be any changes? Because I can't fucking see it within the next 5 years. 3 to 5 years. Can't see it at all.
I guess we can bring it around to the E3 topic, because there's nothing more to say on that anyway.
No.
Some dirt on Xbox.
No, don't seem like there really is, because it's like, I'm being honest with you. It's like, yo, right now, with the route we're going in gaming, I don't see anything changing that people are getting quote-unquote hype about. So I guess you could say I agree with what the Xbox fans are saying. It's like, so fucking what? Like,
To me, I mean, everything is honestly. I mean, well, obviously, PlayStation is gonna have great games, so we can look forward to them like Forspoken whenever that shit comes out.
But
Well,
they're always gonna have great games. That's gonna be a good
right,
game
right.
coming
That's
up.
what we know.
That's gonna be a good
That's
game
gonna
coming
be
up.
a fucking banger.
It's
But
like real shit.
honestly,
Real shit. Xbox has not recovered since their reveal with the Xbox One. They've not recovered.
no.
They
That's
still
what came
they
out
shown they haven't
mostly
recovered.
in the Epic trial. I mean, that wasn't in this article, but that was a lot of the revelations from the Epic trial that Game Pass isn't profitable. Most of their revenue comes from like a share of third-party sales and keeping people in the ecosystem that way, and services. But they're not making any money on their first parties or their console sales or anything like that.
Right, because they don't put out any good fucking console sales. They used to do it years ago. And I know people can remember this. I mean, shit, 360 was still, in my personal opinion, their best-selling console, period, because they had a lot of fucking good games that were either first-party or in some cases it was exclusive for the time that it was. Like, be real, you wasn't gonna tell me you wasn't gonna get an Xbox 360 when you saw Halo 3 and God of War and the fuck was it? If you're a Tales fan, you saw Tales of Vesperia out there for the time being on Xbox because for some dumb reason PlayStation decided to not sign off on it. And you just saw a lot of good ass games on the Xbox in comparison to the PlayStation 3. Whereas PlayStation 3 was dealing with a lot of shit. On top of that, they was getting DDoS every fucking 5 minutes. So it's like it was an overwhelming advance to 360, but now since PlayStation got their shit together, now they're putting out good ass content. They very much run shit now because Microsoft they're going a completely different path now. This path right now, the only thing that's helping them out with this path is literally PC gaming. It's not their consoles.
The thing about the path they're going is I don't think you see because of these like stifling numbers as far as the sales and stuff like that, because they've trained their base to not buy games or to wait for them to appear on Game Pass or to wait for them to go on sale and buy them digitally. And I think that that's going to be the thing that makes ultimately them not like sustainable. I think that they're going to wind up going the Sega route, not as far as Microsoft as a company, obviously the gaming division, because Game Pass isn't profitable now. And what the fuck are they going to put on there? They're going to have to keep people at bay for 4 years straight, it's looking like. Even the studios that they have, they all got job listings. You go to fucking 23studios.com and there's a job post for every position you can think of available, and it's like, okay, y'all bought all these studios, don't nobody work at them. Well, what the hell y'all gonna have ready to go in the next year or 2 or 3? And it's looking like nothing.
Right. They're not doing shit. Plain simple. So right now we can get to this whole thing going on with E3. Square Enix, Sega, Bandai Namco Entertainment joint participant lineup for virtual E3 event. Now, if you guys remember the last time we had an E3,
Sonic.
oh yeah. We can definitely get to that while we're talking about this E3 event. The last time we tried to do something with E3, they tried to do something with E3. It couldn't happen because of the whole thing going on with COVID. It couldn't necessarily happen, but now they're trying to have E3 go on digitally, and honestly, I'm personally okay with it. I just don't care. I will tune into the event. I don't mind watching. I love watching E3s anyway, just for the fact that we get to see some trailers, we get to see some shit going on. So Sega's gonna be at E3. You already know we're gonna have to talk about Sonic. What the fuck are y'all gonna be doing with Sonic, bro? Because here's the thing: Sega right now is already in hot water with how they're doing with this whole NRT shit, and I already addressed this a couple episodes ago. That the fact that it's not a good idea for artists, it's killing the economy for artists to where, like, they're basically just taking their shit, taking artists' shit, and like, no, you're not with this anymore. You have to buy it through like a weird service kind of thing. It's not good for artists. Period. So, they're already at hot water with that. they're already at hot water for the fact that nobody really gives much of a fuck about them now because they can't put out a good Sonic game. Now they did put out Mania, which is good, but we're talking about modern Sonic. They have not done anything for him. The comics.
No, Sonic is trash.
Yeah, Sonic is straight trash. Like classic Sonic, I feel like this. Classic Sonic, they cannot fuck that up. They can't ever fuck that up with classic Sonic. But modern Sonic, they've been fucking it up year after year after year after year after year. Sonic Generations was good, but for consoles, it wasn't good enough. I would know. I had it for the 360. I actually did a walkthrough on it on my old YouTube channel. Other than that, there's really nothing with it with Sonic that Sega's really doing. It's like, yo, at this point, y'all need to bring something to the table with them. Y'all need to bring something with Sonic right now, and it needs to be modern Sonic. Don't get me wrong, I fucks with classic Sonic. We love classic Sonic to death, but y'all need to do something with the modern one that y'all have in place. Otherwise,
the problem with Sonic is his winning percentage has been so low.
Bro, this motherfucker is taking L's on the level of the Houston Texans. That's like, how many L's Sonic is taking.
You could say there's like 9 good Sonic games, right? It's like, yeah, no, but there's like 21 Sonic games, though. So as a result, like, no, unfortunately, too many L's in the Sonic verse. I love Sonic. I grew up on Sonic. I was the first person I knew to get a Sega Genesis, when everybody else was doing Super Nintendo and all the other shit. So I grew up with this character. I think he's dope as a character, but he has been absolute garbage since literally like Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Everything since then has been hit or miss, mostly miss, and it's like, especially with the 3D Sonic, because basically 2D Sonic has kept him alive and well in our memory, but the 3D Sonics, like Sonic and the Wolf or whatever that bullshit, come on, Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah, Sonic Unleashed. Bro, I'm sorry. I keep telling people about this. Sonic Unleashed was such a hit and miss game, and it was exact example of how Sega was trending. The day stages are absolutely phenomenal for Sonic Unleashed. Ain't no denying that. But those fucking night stages.
Whose idea was
And the thing is, though, the crazy thing is, though, that Sonic Unleashed is actually, in my personal opinion, one of the most beautiful games they ever put out for modern Sonic. Sonic Forces ain't shit. And that game came out on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Sonic Generations was Sonic Colors was actually good. Sonic Colors was actually solid. I will give it that.
Sonic Colors was solid, yeah.
But Sonic Unleashed is literally still their best.
The brand by Colors.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's like, Sonic Unleashed is practically still their best looking game to date. You can look at Sonic Unleashed right now and look at it in comparison to the other games. And that game played at straight up 30 FPS. I understand it has some motion blur and shit like that in there, but I feel like that's what made it right for a Sonic game. Sonic's supposed to be fast. He's supposed to be a fucking blur. So it kind of fit right with what it's doing. So for me, graphically, that's their best game. But other than that, Sonic Unleashed is a roundup of how everything else was. Sonic and the Black Knight, I never played because I don't want to use that fucking Wiimote. Sonic Free Riders was trash because I didn't want to use the fucking Kinect. Sonic in the Dark, I didn't mention Sonic in the Dark Knight. Sonic in the Secret Rings, again, trash for the fact that I'm not using that goddamn Wiimote. I'm not doing it at all. You said Unleashed was 60, but it was too strong. Ooh, hold up. Unleash's next gen consoles uncapped? Real shit? I'm gonna have to look that up and see if that's true. I did not know that. She said Generations too short. I absolutely agree. The only reason why Generations is still being played to this day was because motherfuckers took the match from Unleashed and they ported it over to the Generations. That's the only reason why Generations is still being played. I see motherfuckers out here, and I'm more interested in this. I'm more interested to see when is that Sonic 06 project going to be done. And now for people that don't know what I'm talking about, there's a person right now that's taking Sonic 06 to one of probably the most garbage game ever known to man that's not Forces. He's practically taking it and he's trying to make it better. He's done a good job at it so far. So I don't know how long it's gonna take for him to finish that shit. But the fact that I see fans making your games better than the actual product says enough for me. Oh, and by the way,
Yeah.
Sonic Rush was good. Sonic Rush was good. That's just me.
So, what would you hope to see from Sega at E3 this year? Obviously, they do have the Sonic movie, which I thought was fucking good, and I hate video game movies. I think they're awful most of the time. It didn't stay true to the source material per se, and they didn't have Jaleel White do his voice, which is a problem in my opinion. But whatever. But at the same time, I thought the movie was dope, and they got a lot of fanfare from that. And rumor has it that they might have already had a Sonic Adventure 3 that they pushed off because of COVID or some shit.
Sonic Adventure 3 was supposed to be Sonic 06, and they fucked that up badly. By the way, ew, Choco, Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. That's probably the game you were talking about. That shit is disgusting. Ew, we definitely don't talk about that. The fuck is this shit? Dark Brotherhood. Ban that shit from all existence. Ew.
Those two words in Sonic shouldn't even be used together. I mean,
Ew.
like Super Mario, Dark Brotherhood. Like, no, nigga, what? No.
Yeah, Rush 1 that we're talking about. Choco. I know Rush Adventure was solid, but for me it's not better than 1. So other than that, I personally with Sega, what they need to do, they need to put Sonic back on the right track. If they don't do it, it's a wrap for them. The only thing that's keeping them above float right now is literally Yakuza. Yakuza should be the fucking mascot of Sega at this point. Stop me if I'm wrong, people. Stop me if I'm wrong.
They've got. No, that's all they've got. I mean, Atlas is keeping them alive, but that's
Atlas keeping them alive because of Persona. But if they ever broke off from Sega, it's really done for them.
It's a wrap.
Right, so it's like, damn, bro, y'all, Sega really has had a fall from grace from when they were once in the whole console war thing and the Dreamcast. I forgot all about Football Manager because I don't play soccer, but I forgot all about Football Manager. I didn't even know that was by Sega.
In the interest of fairness, it's been the most graceful fall from grace. It's been a 21-year fall from grace. They just been falling. Sega should have been out of here in 2002.
Yo, real shit. They should have.
So, yeah, that's a graceful fall, man. Respect to Sega for falling that slowly. That means they got something. Because they make wonderful IPs. I do think Sega is literally probably, if not for their inconsistency, like, I love them better than Capcom. I love Sega games. Like, at least I get a good feeling from them. I don't know. Maybe it's nostalgia, but House of the Dead, Space Channel 5, 2K, back when 2K was 2K. I mean, Sega games from back in the golden age of Sega are wonderful, but they don't make anything like that. Like with all that AM, you remember that studio AM2? I guess they used to do all their rendering for their arcade games.
And by the way, Choco mentioned Monkey Ball. Oh God, I feel old.
Super Monkey Ball.
Yep.
Back in the days was dope. That Super Monkey Ball.
Yo, they practically killed that fucking series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got it too. It sucks. The new one.
Yeah, they practically murdered that shit. Like, oh God.
And I mean, they got PSO2, which has been thriving for the last 8 years, but they again made the stupid decision of only putting it on Xbox in the West, and that's the market that's not going to play it. So,
right,
here we are at square one still.
Jet Set Radio, yeah, I know there's Jet Set Radio, but you know, I have a feeling the original people that did Jet Set Radio, they moved over to that other game.
Yeah, they did Team Reptile.
Yep, they moved over to the other game. So Jet Set Radio and shit no more.
It's over.
It's like, what else is there left for Sega? It's like, yo, they practically killed off their own games and their own history. They killed off their main mascot, bro. Fantasy Star Online, it's not gonna save them. It's not gonna save them. Literally, I'm telling you, literally the only thing that's saving Sega right now is practically Yakuza. Like that's their mascot. And like they don't give a fuck about Sonic anymore. Because if they gave a fuck, they wouldn't be putting out these games. I mean, yeah, I do know about the Sonic movie. That's literally the best thing going for it right now for modern Sonic fans. It's not even the games anymore. It's the movies and it's the comics. The comics, I get more entertainment off of.
Well, if they would follow some of those damn comic storylines, they could make a good game.
Bro, Sonic fans have practically been saying that shit for years. It's like, yo, why don't you take shit from the comics and go with it? Like, real shit.
Silly dog in a game before.
It's like, my God, yo, Sonic would be the Sonic characters would be so fleshed out and so better. They stood up there and they took stories from the comics and they just ported that shit over. Like, at this point, if it's canon, why the hell are you not working with it? I never understood that shit for the life of me, bro. Like, the Sega, like the Mega Man and Sonic crossover that we got, that should be in games right now. That should be there right now. You said Shadow still has no personality, though? I mean, are you talking about in the games? Yes, he has no personality, but in the comics, he has loads of personality. I'm going to tell you this for how bad this is. Silver practically got saved because of the comics. They had to save him through the comics. They could not save him through the games because of how bad they represented their own fucking character. Thanks a lot, Sonic 06. Thanks a lot, Sonic Forces. Like, come on, bro. Like, what are y'all doing? Y'all have a vast amount of shit at your fingertips with the Sonic universe, and they choose to sit up there and burn it all away. And then you'll wonder why I don't give a shit about what else Sega has to do that ain't Yakuza related.
Yeah, well, they gave away Bayonetta 2, so that's gone. But, I mean, Valkyria...
Bayonetta's been thriving since they left.
Yeah, it has. I'm on the edge of my seat for Bayonetta 3. That's the best action
whenever that shit
series.
happens.
I'm hoping to hear about it at E3. It's fingers crossed on that one.
Yep.
But they could do maybe a new Valkyria, a new Sonic Virtual Fighter, perhaps. That's pretty much all that I think they could get people hyped about, unless it was something that just was brand new and wonderful, but I don't think they got it in them.
I'm dying, Choco. I'm dying. He said Bayo 3, that exists? I'm dying. But basically for our next one, Square Enix is gonna be there, Bandai Namco is gonna be there. We already talked enough about Bandai Namco, so do you want to continue on going more with them? Do you have anything you want to look for with them? Because I honestly don't.
No, really, this conversation was about Sega because we know Square Enix is going to bring good shit. So I don't have any questions.
Right, I expect them to bring good content. I mean, I understand the whole Final Fantasy. By the way, let me go ahead and tell you this. I should have mentioned this earlier. That Final Fantasy DLC they have going on for the PS5. Y'all gonna hate me for this? They need to port that over to PS4. Like, real shit, how long you think it's gonna take? How long you think it's gonna take for motherfuckers to sit up there and legit get a PS5? It might not be till 2023. It might not be till 2024 or 2025. I might as well port that fucking DLC over. Hate saying it.
I think they will. Eventually, it'll wind up in PS Now, too.
Namco side, bring back Klonoa? They need to, but they're not going to.
Total number fucking 4.
How long until Final Fantasy comes to Xbox? That's up to Square.
Never.
I think never.
Not with those numbers. Not that 80-20.
Right.
It'll come to Game Pass 2-3 years down the road, like Dragon Quest Builders.
Right. And it's really just there's really nothing more that we can really cover here besides Bandai Namco. I have low expectations towards. Honestly, all three of these companies I have low expectations towards. I don't expect shit from them.
Well, in Bandai Namco, I mean, what the hell do they have? They have Scarlet Nexus, and then other than that, it's anime IPs. So look forward to another One Punch Man game. If that excites you, it'll be bad, though.
No.
My Hero Academia game, do you like that? It'll be bad.
No.
Dragon Ball game.
No.
They'll probably give you new characters DLC, and it'll be another Goku. You like that?
No.
Here's another Goku for you. So
nope.
That's pretty much all that's fucking going on with Bandai. Square is going to probably show Final Fantasy 16 Project Triangle, maybe they'll give it a name, and Forspoken. But between the three of those, that's hype for me. So if they have any new game to sandwich between that's actually good, I'm in. And
Choco says she
Sega,
don't
if they
anime.
announce, you know what?
Choco's she just don't anime. I'm like I'm look Choco. I anime and I'm not with these games at all, so I don't even blame you.
Oh yeah, no, I anime, but those games are garbage piles.
Like, this shit is just booty. So
And they'll be $10 in 2-3 weeks. They're just as bad as Ubisoft. Their games have no value. Don't ever buy a Bandai Namco game at full price. That shit will be $10 in 2 weeks.
right. So yeah, pretty much. Since now we got everything, I think we got everything out the way. I don't know if you have any more left you want to talk about, Sticks. But right now, for me, I'm pretty much done. Like, I said all that I had to say. I said my last piece. So, for everyone, do you have your final thoughts for today's podcast? Just to make sure, Choco, 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 since you're still here. Let me see who else. Jer Bear, if you're still here. Mima Jack, if you're still here. Yeah, for everyone else, I'm willing to hear everyone's thoughts on. I hope everyone has some good final thoughts. Because for me, my final thoughts is simply this. Again, to go back to the E3, I don't care. I just need to see what. Like, honestly, for me, I don't care because I feel like I already know what games I'm going to be grabbing. Particularly this month. I don't know if y'all know, but Knockout City is coming out. Let me see right here. It'll actually show here, I think. Okay, no, not here. No, it was supposed to show. The fuck? I'm gonna see if I can find it. Hold up. This GX Control, GX Cleaner. Nope. GX Control. Nope. It's supposed to show something. Hold up. It's supposed to show every time you hop on a new one. Oh, okay, this one. Is this it? There it is, GX Corner. That's what I was looking for. As you guys can see on the 20th, right here. May 20th, I think it said the 21st. I don't know why I said the 20th, but the 21st Knockout City is coming out. I will be grabbing that game. I will be having a lot of fun with that game. Every game in June, I will not be looking forward to. There's Guilty Gear Strive. There's Humankind. There's literally there's literally nothing going on in June besides Guilty Gear Strive. There's nothing going on in August besides Humankind. There's nothing going on in September besides Deathloop. So for me, all I want right now is for this is basically just one game. It's just Knockout City. If you guys seen me play Knockout City, I played with my good friend Kokek, and we had a fucking blast playing it. That game will be $20 when it releases, and I will be grabbing it.
The dodgeball one?
Yep.
You played that beta?
Yes, and I had a lot of fucking fun.
Damn, I forgot about that. It was good?
I had so much fun playing that game. I didn't think I had a lot of fun playing a dodgeball game until I played that game. Definitely good to play with friends. Do not play it solo with by yourself. Yeah, it's really, really fun when you check that out with friends. I think for $20, for me personally, you can't beat it. I understand it's published by EA, but I feel like EA is not going to touch this one, just like how they didn't touch Apex, like how they didn't touch Titanfall.
Yeah, I love Apex.
Speaking of which, give me a fucking Titanfall 3, please. I'm still waiting on that.
I think they're gonna be. I think they are. What they're doing is right now, right? Like I think maybe once the last Legend comes out on Apex, they might have given so much lore that if they build it into a Titanfall 3, people are gonna cash the fuck out for that game. Like at this point, the hype level is actually so much higher than it would have been right after Titanfall 2 because people are like the lore is out there. People are hype about it. People have convinced their friends to check out Titanfall 2 retroactively. That game has a lot of like legs under it now that it didn't have when it came out at all. Yeah. Good.
I'm happy it didn't. Now here's the thing that pisses me off though. People got legs under this series. It's like, yo, why aren't you playing Titanfall 2 then?
Well, they're
Anybody gonna
playing
talk about
Apex,
that?
so
Anybody gonna talk about that? Because the game be on sale almost for like every fucking week, every fucking month. That game is on sale. Nobody's trying it out.
well, I think in the shooter verse, right? Most people just think a game is dead when it's old. You just assume the servers have nobody on them. Nobody actually thinks that it's active in that way. I'm pretty sure if the general public knew that Titanfall 2 servers were just active and open, they'd go check them out. But I don't
Man,
think
look,
people.
me and a guy named Saving the Bees on Twitter. I will show you guys his Twitter profile. I remember me and him. It wasn't a whole conversation, but it was brief. Where, he was one of the people that was playing Titanfall, and he was really. I don't know if I can find his name. Yeah, here he is right here. He's a big Twitch dude. Now, he was promoting the fuck out of Titanfall 2. I remember seeing somebody else playing Titanfall 2 recently. That was pretty big. They had like 22 people watching the shit. Titanfall 2 is still, for me personally, is probably the most underrated video game I've ever played in my life, especially for a shooter.
Yeah,
That game to not get the
Titanfall.
love. That game to not get the love that it really deserves, despite being promoted by 2-3 big people in the Twitch world, is a problem for me. More so towards the community, not more so towards the game, because the game it's great. The only thing that fucked Titanfall 2 up was the fact that they really decided to fuck around and come out right around the time of Battlefield and Call of Duty. Just because of that alone fucked it up. I imagine if it came out a month or two after, it'd be selling like hotcakes.
Yeah, a lot of fighting game fans like that game. People who don't play shooters love Titanfall 2, like as the shooter that they play. So
Right, and it's really a damn shame. But yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, I miss playing Titanfall 2. I might want to schedule it at some point to really go back and play that game and really like enjoy it and really have fun. That game is just great. Let me see here for what Choco said before you continue on. If you got for a bit, you said Ninjala had a Monster Hunter Roz collab. I never knew that.
Oh, they did. Is it over with now?
It's probably
I hate
long
that
over
game.
with, but I don't want Ninjala killing my switches in there. Honestly, I literally uninstalled Ninjala the first week it came out. No disrespect, but I did not play that game. I like what it tried to do, but I'm just not with it.
It was garbage. I wanted to like it. I mean, it's a beautiful game. It makes you think like it's gonna be great. It looks like Splatoon and everything, but no,
Yeah,
it's not a good game.
pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I guess that's our final thoughts. Those are our last thoughts on today's podcast. Thank you guys so much for even tuning in. Thank you, Choco. Thank you, Jerry Bear. Thank you, Mama Jack, for coming by. Interacting, chilling out with us. Thank you, everybody that promoted. I know this was a very, very long episode, to say the least. It feels like a long episode because we covered like 8 topics today. We definitely had a lot in store to talk about. Thank you, Sticks, for coming by. For wanting to set this up. It's been weeks and weeks and weeks of really trying to get this going. I'm happy we finally got this over and done with. So hopefully we can plan it again at some point. Again, for people that don't know where to catch Sticks, you can catch him on his YouTube channel where he has his own talk show. He talks about gaming. He talks about I don't know if he talks sports. I know you talk a lot about gaming.
Yeah, talk about gaming, and then again, just talk about whatever's going through our black mind. So it could be sports, it could be anything, but just the space to get your shit off.
Yeah, pretty much. Again, to promote his to promote him out, you can check him out. He's on Spotify. If you want, you can feel free to promote your YouTube channel. Till then, guys, you know where to catch me. Obviously, you know where to catch me. I'm on Glimesh, glimesh.tv/spectacularpoo2414. I'm on YouTube, same name, youtube.com/spectacularpoo2414. You can catch me both ways. And till then, I hope I can see you guys for what, Friday? Yeah, really Friday. Yeah, really Friday, where I'll be coming back, and I will be playing some more fun games.
And if you guys are looking for me, you can find me on pretty much all forms of social media you can think of at Get on the Stick. That's YouTube, Twitch, whatever. It's all there. But it's STIIX. And yeah, I'm just talking about games mostly, or complaining about society, just depending on what's going on for the day. But feel free to check us out, and I'll send the link to my YouTube too.
If I sent the link to
Mr.
your
Glimesh.
Twitter right there. But until then, guys, let's take a look at the schedule for for the rest of this week. Till then, again, if you guys are not in my Gilded server, definitely check out the Gilded server. We pretty much vibe and we chill out over there. Check out the merchandise, where I have some pretty amazing merchandise for all of you guys to check out. Definitely, it'll help me out, support me out. I did the best I could on the designs. Let me go ahead and point that out. There you go, give you guys that. There's the merch. And there's the Gilded server as well. There you go. There's two of them. And yeah, let's go and take a look for what we got going on the rest of the week. What's going on the rest of the week with me is 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I continue playing with some Honkai Impact 3rd. It has been a while since I've touched Honkai Impact 3rd. The reason for that is because I'm waiting for the next chapter for the release. I think that releases on Friday. So I'm not sure. If not, then we'll go ahead and continue on with the whole Hacker Brony story. And I just want to chill out and vibe out with the game. I know just Punishing Grey Raven. I'm waiting for that game to come out too for a global release. And I know when that comes out for a global release, I'm gonna be the first to hop on that game. That shit is gonna be fire. For you guys, obviously, if you guys are into wrestling, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow for wrestling, we will be taking a look back. I think we're gonna be taking back at the barbed wire. I think we did do barbed wire still, man. I'm not sure. Well, whether we're gonna be doing that or not, I know this for a fact. We're gonna be looking back at Samoa Joe and his amazing matches. Whether it be TNA or WWE. Or even Ring of Honor, we're going to be taking a look back at him because he got released from WWE on some bullshit. And we know how good of a talent Samoa Joe is, so we're definitely going to be looking back at some of his great matches, as well as some other stuff as well. So if you guys are into wrestling, !wrestling, you can check out the Kevster's Discord, where we will be doing it every night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For Monster Hunter Rise, I know I did not do Monster Hunter Rise today because of the podcast. But I will be making up for it by having it at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then after that, we can transition over to wrestling. So stay tuned at 4:30 tomorrow, where I will be playing some Monster Hunter. Of course, last but not least, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. Or if you love yourself some Mario Kart, we'll be doing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, where we'll just be vibing, chilling out with some Mario Kart. I know we talked about it earlier, but hey, look, for me, that's what I'm gonna be doing. So if you guys are in for that, definitely stay tuned at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Till then, every second, every minute, every hour you guys doing with me is every second, every minute, every hour. I'm blessed and grateful for you guys. Have yourselves a good rest of the day. Stay safe, wear a mask, don't be a dickhead, and just chill out and with your people. Till then, later.